That's my favorite era of U.S.
3,
history.
2.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Thursday Night Farceball, brought to you by Football Absurdity. I'm Eric. Tony's with me. Evan, our super producer. Waleed will be along soon. The game is about to get started. This time tonight, the Patriots and the Bills. Tony, what are you excited to see?
I think that there's going to be a policy of eugenics here for the New England Patriots playoff chances.
Survival of the fittest. I see where you went with that there. Okay.
You know, like this is a real Galapagos Island game here.
I must admit I was scrambling before airtime. I thought it was the New England Patriots against the Arizona Cardinals for some reason. So I had picked up and started Hunter Henry in every league I could, and even Jonnu Smith in some leagues because Arizona is all world horrible against tight ends. And I was like, oh God. So I had to I took out Jonnu Smith and I just left Hunter Henry in. So well, whatever.
Are any of y'all in serious playoff contention in any of your leagues?
Every league except our big money league. I'm in the playoffs.
It's funny because I am in the money league, and I am in the dynasty, but then it seems like every other league I'm like, no, not so much. Probably like middle of the pack.
Sure.
My policy.
I have the most loaded 6-6 team in fantasy football history. In my league of record. Like, I'm gonna pull it up real quick because it's just embarrassing how good I should be. So I've got McCaffrey, Ramondre Stevenson, T. Higgins, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Christian Kirk, Travis Etienne, DeAndre Hopkins, Rashad White, Jeff Wilson, and I am 6-6. 9th out of 12.
9th out of 12.
Well, you know, that's the thing is there's people that we used high draft capital, but they just didn't do a whole lot first couple of games. Then they got going. You know, like it's been the case all season. It's just this has been a weird fantasy year.
That's
for me.
me.
I don't know about everybody else, but it just seems to me when I'm watching this, I'm like, there's guys that should be putting up at least 10 points, and they're putting up 5. You're like, what's going on?
Yeah, I bring this up a lot, but I had that league where I streamed a money league where I streamed the auction, and it got really popular because people were like, Evan is putting on a click. The first thing I did was I'm like, the bottom's gonna crash out on the wide receiver market early. It's gonna be here, or here, like 4 picks in, and then like 50 picks later, it crashed right there. So everyone on the internet was like, let's go watch this guy. And we had like 20, 25 people watching at the same time, and that team started 0-5.
I'm not sure how we suddenly have 80, 137. Did we just get rated?
Hi to everybody. Hi. Thanks for coming.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thursday Night Farceball.
I'm going to stop talking about my stupid league because nobody wants to hear about my stupid league if there's actual people here.
Act professional.
Waiting for the game to kick off. I think that's in another. Is that only? Is it like 10 minutes?
Sounds about right. So, does New England make this a game?
I think so. I mean, I think it's. Yeah, I hope so. Because I mean, right now it looks like it's like the Bills are just gonna just roll over them, right?
They don't have Von Miller, so maybe Bill Belichick can scheme against that.
But they have Ed Oliver back, which is a big welcome back.
Hello.
Hi, come talk football.
Hey, Felix.
Gilded Age politics.
Politics was the best, I think. Really.
Yeah, share your opinion in the chat. Does New England stand a chance? If so, why? If not, why not?
Hopefully, Serpent's return.
Serpent's return. We love you. Serpent's return guest stars on here from time to time. We love them to Discord. Thank you so much.
Forever. FA being Football Absurdity. We appreciate you all hanging out for a minute here, or the entire game. We'll be going the entire time through the commercials, through everything. I believe there's a way to, on Amazon, like either slow yourself down or maybe you can jump forward to catch up to where we're at or vice versa, whatever. But yeah, we'll be doing this the whole time. Waleed will be with us pretty soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You don't need to know anything about fantasy football. Let's hang out. We'll talk about whatever. This game is going to be a blowout. I'm whatever. Who cares?
Well, I mean, I think it is, but that's the thing. Anytime it's Bill Belichick and the Patriots, I'm always like, I'll think like, oh, they're going to walk over these guys, and then boom, they just stand up, and you're like, oh, they schemed something for this, and like, they're actually delivering.
Helix, thanks for the follow. Eric's beard is legendary, and actually, Eric, you could even say, is in a league of legends because he voices what 3 of the characters. You're the voice of 3 of the characters in League of Legends.
Yeah, Vilkaz, Jackson, Draven.
Yeah, if you've ever played a video game, you've heard Eric's voice. He's a famous video game voice actor.
That, but I've been in a few. Yeah,
all the time. My wife will be playing. She's like, "Wait a minute, that's our E-Rock right there, that guy." And I'm like, "Oh my god." I was playing MLB The Show. And the narrator comes on. And my wife was walking in and goes, "I don't even like baseball, but that's Eric, man. You know that, right?" And I'm like, "Oh, who's too?"
Your star, baby.
I think Ori is the one. Over the weekend, somebody came up to the table or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, and I'm like, "Oh, are you a big fan of League and stuff?" Like, no. Okay, what else do you like? I'm trying to go through like games. I'm like, I'm in this. And the one that I got this person on was Ori in the Blind Forest. I was like, "Yeah, I'm the Spirit Tree," and they were like, "Oh, what? Wow. Okay, bye."
All right, I'm slotting Waleed. Here we go. Let's get the
Here we go.
Waleed in here.
Everyone, do the fanfare as our good buddy Waleed Ismail is rolling in right now to join us on the broadcast.
Waleed, you are live.
This is Thursday night Farceball.
Oh, hold on. Let me put my face on. Okay, let's go.
All right.
What's going on, everyone?
Another day.
Another day, another game of NFL football.
Another day.
Another Farceball.
Another day, another time that Antonio Brown barricades himself in against police. Have you actually Googled that? I Googled it, and it's happened.
Wait, he's barricaded himself against police?
Yes, they served an arrest warrant for him. I looked it up. This is the 3rd time in 3 years that this has happened.
Helix, I appreciate the salam. I should let you know that I'm the worst Muslim you'll ever meet, though. I'm going to enjoy my whiskey, and walaikum salam to you also.
I'm pretty sure I could think of worse.
I mean, like, if you want me to, I'll start making bacon right now. Like, I will prove you wrong.
Wow.
You know what's funny too? Like, yeah, I've done my drugs. I drink. You know, I had sex with my wife before marriage. Only one woman, though. I've only been with my wife. But the thing that really always made me feel the most guilty was that first time I had pork.
Wait. Waleed, did you tell that whole story just so you could brag about having sex?
I've had sex with one woman, so
humble
in my entire life.
Wow.
So I'm not sure how big a brag that is.
How's the weather up there, Waleed?
Okay, sorry, Tony.
Yeah. Wow, that's a high horse.
I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, I see Eric with that beard. That's not the beard of a man who gets laid. So I'm not trying to make you.
Wow!
Whoa!
I don't know what you're talking about. I give away rides for free.
Eric, he just pipes down. That's what I'm hearing.
He just slays League of Legends groupies all day long, man. All day long.
I wouldn't say that.
Eric is a handsome.
Let's not start man. Let's not get that going.
If I was not married, Eric, I would save myself for you.
And I think you're also burying the lead because of everybody here. This is the beard of someone who doesn't have sex.
Yeah, we knew that when you got mad at me for having had sex with a woman.
Yeah, it's a repellent. My girlfriend I have a girlfriend and she won't have sex with me. She's like, oh.
I like
all that means
Felix.
You're
I like
my
Felix in the
club.
chat. You're hopping in.
I've been with my wife for 20 years. She's been for about 18 years.
But those 2 years, let me tell you.
To be fair, those 18 years are because we have a 17-year-old. So
that'll do it.
Yeah.
I have
like, no, I know where this ends.
What happens when he goes to college?
I think that's a sign of a miracle. If he goes to college, that kid's not going to college. And it's not to say he's not smart. He is very smart. He's just not going to college.
Yeah, well, I got to say, I was never a fan of school. I hated it.
What? I don't understand that. Everyone I know is always like school. When I was in high school, and to be fair, I want to say kids, anyone who acts like kids don't have it worse than us, like when we were in school, are wrong. Like we've talked about it. My kid like has active fears of someone coming into a school and shooting up the place. That's the world we live in. I never had to worry about that.
That's valid.
I just did theater. I had no responsibility. I coasted through classes. Like, high school was great. And people get mad, like, you're making me do this? You don't have to do anything. Like, high school, it's like I was the only person who understood what the real world was going to be. I had a job when I was 14, though. So maybe I understood how shitty it would actually get.
That's valid. But the whole reason why I'm now a 5th grade teacher is because I hated school. And when my kids started going to school, I'm like,
I'm
oh
sorry,
my God.
are you saying that your parents were forcing you into child labor?
14? You can work at 14.
I hope OSHA's one of the viewers.
Yeah, I mean, what? You didn't work in a coal mine, Eric? At 14?
Oh no, I worked at my father's business. So yeah, I remember having to do work that you're like, oh. And then you look back on it now and you're like, wow, I had it made. I was like boss's son, had a sweet job with plenty of security.
Yeah, no, you could sign a work. Your parents can sign a work release form when you're like 14.
Helix worked at 12. You can work at family business when you're like 5, whatever.
Yeah.
Kids are little adults.
Are you kidding me?
Just send them in the mines. They're canaries.
Canaries.
Although their little hands can get into the machine.
The little ones drop. Everyone get out.
We support Jeff Bezos here, not Elon Musk. I want to be very clear.
But we'll also take that Jeff Bezos money if you
apartheid, motherfucker.
As a reminder, we will take that Jeff Bezos money if you have a Amazon Prime sub you want to throw to us. We truly appreciate it, and that's just that Bezos money, baby.
Did I flip on the?
Help us keep putting up that football absurdity content.
I'm not sure if I flipped on the mature content. So if we could watch our F-bombs, although I love it so much.
just say my name.
That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. I should have looked.
Who's the one who, anytime he's in a podcast, hey,
like Tony said when I ate those ghost peppers, we're all giving 100%.
Not swear. Sorry.
All right, so we're gonna have a 1st and 10 here for Mac Jones and the Patriots.
Ooh. All right. And if you're watching this with us, know that Tony and I are degenerate gamblers.
Yes.
I did lose my first wife to a Christian McCaffrey Thursday night bets.
Now there's a second wife. You can't even keep his story straight.
Now it's a second wife.
My first wife, I said. Yeah. I don't know.
First wife's already gone. She's out of the picture.
I'm just going with the bits.
And this will be Stevenson for a couple of yards.
Ooh, that was almost a thing. It was almost.
If he broke that, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
I got touchdown props on Ramondre and Josh Allen because
I love these Patriots uniforms. The throwbacks, they're so awesome.
Hell yeah. You know why I think we love them? Because it reminds us of beating them in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it reminds you of the times when you used to roll over the Patriots constantly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been a long time.
We play video games? Yes, I think.
Hey, keep feeding Devontae Parker. I threw him in some DFS lineups.
I play
some dynasty lineups, I should say.
Helix, I play an unhealthy amount of Slay the Spire. That's the best.
Yeah, right. You do play a lot of it.
Any minute of free time I have, which is none, I'm playing some Spire.
I wish I played video games. I can't. I don't have time anymore. And I had to kind of decide to cut it out of my life. And when eventually football absurdity explodes and it's my full-time job, I will get back into video games. And then I will promptly get canceled.
We already exploded, Wally. Now we're trying to figure out what to do about it. We exploded yesterday.
We'll be playing Madden the whole time.
We are exploding. We've had some real growth. I love it. And I appreciate all the guys that are into it. Who are supporting us. What a brutal fumble. You guys who join us, you guys are fantastic, and we do love you.
I know that I was in
Eric doesn't play God of War. Eric is the God of War. Look at that beard. All right? Eric does not take prisoners.
There's the weapon.
There's a game on.
And there's the punt return. Oh, look at that.
There's a game on right now, and that's a kick return that gets stopped.
You know what I just realized? I meant to smash the under on this game. What was the line, Tony?
I don't know. I didn't play it. Hey, Brian.
Oh. Brian!
I just did Ramondre receiving props, and I did a sleeper parlay for funsies.
I'm going to be honest. The Ramondre sleeper prop scared me. The two props I did take were Josh Allen rushing yards over because honestly, I'll keep playing that until he stops running for.
What's that line?
Yards. Huh?
What's the line?
Hold on. Let me pull up my phone here and figure out exactly what those numbers were.
So here we go. A first down and 10.
Ooh, come on! You got to catch that.
He's going to throw to Singletary, and then he can't catch it. Come on, Devin.
I would have caught that.
Well,
I would have caught that, and I would have housed it. Tony, you would have housed it, right?
Easy. You just hit that guy with a little double move. Gone.
Yeah, I just hit the right stick. Why doesn't he hit the right stick?
I don't understand how quick my first step is. Josh Allen.
Anybody into Bendy?
Half rushing yards.
Is New England's B button injured?
46.5.
Okay. I have Allen at 316.5 rushing and passing combined. Ramondre over.
Guys, it's second down.
Second down.
Second down, baby. And Bass, I think like 6 points, something like that.
Keep feeding Diggs.
Allen opening it up. He's got Diggs across the 50.
I'm obviously ahead of Eric. I got to be aware of when I'm ahead of our play-by-play guys, so I don't spoil it for some of you guys.
Oh, how do I? Well, I can't speed up, I guess, right? Because I'm at the fastest.
I'm at where I'm at. Yeah. Wally's got that great internet. He pays premium.
When I kicked my kid out of the room, he's sleeping in my bed.
It's 7 p.m.
He hasn't been feeling well. He was home from school sick, and I actually believe that he was sick, which is a first because that kid. If I listen to him, he's sick 300 days a year. Those are how many days people go to school, right?
Thank you, Serpent's Return. Skull to you.
180.
Yep. Contractually.
Yep. Yeah, we are
indeed all from the US.
All my students are sick.
Although
here too.
I think Evan and I are West Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you guys are mid West, right?
Where are you at?
We're Chicago suburbs guys. So you will hear me name drop Justin Fields about 10 times.
There it is. First one of the day.
That didn't count. I was just a warning that it would be coming.
Whoa, Felix is all the way in Morocco. We've been getting
Justin Fields
Morocco over again, man.
We've been getting a lot of people from overseas in the streams lately.
I feel like we're very internationally friendly, and it makes sense.
Well, I feel like somebody's mixed up the tubes.
Well, congrats. Yeah, congrats for advancing to the next round of the Cup.
Oh, yeah, I want to talk about that later for sure. How about Japan, dude? Beating out Spain and Germany.
Yep, my students were not happy.
I bet it is crazy. Crazy indeed. As we talk about another kind of football.
Okay,
that
was
my God. Now he gets that pass off.
That was crazy.
Wow.
I thought he fumbled. I didn't realize he was throwing that.
That was insane.
That was Josh Allen is just awesome. I can't think of a guy who was more a surefire bust coming out of the NFL draft, just completely flipping it around. Like all the athletic skills.
Hines getting a catch there. Insane play, first down.
Absolutely nuts.
To his right, he's got Diggs, and he's going to be just short of the first down marker.
Yeah, I have the other prop I took.
Yes, Tony,
I think you might find interesting. James Cook over 16.5 rushing yards. I don't know if you've noticed how his usage has increased the last month.
Oh yeah, I think in another week or two he's going to be one of the most. He's going to be used a lot.
I mean, yeah, like everyone's talking about it from a fantasy football standpoint that he's a guy that.
Hoovler family, can you hear me? Yes. We have like 200 people watching right now. Do whatever you want, but just don't be loud, okay? Okay. Yes. Do whatever you want.
Well, we all know how my
Evan has muted everybody but himself.
Oh, Jesus. I just muted everybody but myself. Great. Good job.
Okay.
Well, I love it for us.
All right.
That is
for those of you who missed me talking, I did give out the secrets to life. And how to
for those of you that missed it, I just told everybody that.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
that's
no,
information
sure.
everybody
That's
wanted to
all
know.
night.
So.
You guys could have found
Second down.
but
I
Evan
wanna
decided
say-
to mute me.
I want to say that you two have made me a better man while we were muted.
Yeah.
Allen in trouble and he's going to get sacked. Actually, well, he's right at the line of scrimmage, so.
I love that it said 5.88 seconds to throw, but for 4 of those seconds, he was running for his life. Like,
Yes.
Waleed is 100% the life of the party here. That's why he's our big star.
It's the ace in the hole, baby.
And I'm the
am I the life
producer.
of the party?
We push buttons good.
God, yeah. I feel like
Nothing
I
any
feel
good
like
happens
Tony's
here
way
without
more punk
Waleed
rock
being
than I am,
involved.
so. Oh, good God.
Yeah, do it. Come
Gotta
on,
see,
Waleed.
gotta see a big play here.
Oh, I
from
love it.
Buffalo.
3rd and 15. You know what I like about this? Tyler Bass. Because I have I need 7.5 points total from him.
A clutch false start right there.
Very clutch. I mean,
this
really,
feels like a 15 to 12 win, right?
So I want to
Bills?
ask Kelix something. You said it's crazy in Morocco. I want to know, how is it crazy? What's the crazy stuff?
Yeah.
What does it look like? We're American. We don't know what World Cup success looks like.
And just to clarify, Helix,
you know what a
Waleed
win
and
in Chicago looks like, or Philly.
Waleed and I founded Football Observatory along with a guy named Jeff.
Evan and I are both founders.
Yeah. Really, Waleed founded it, and I asked, "Hey, can I be a part of this?" And he's like, "Come on, whatever."
No. I will. It was. I really feel
There
like it was
is
a perfect
Cook right
storm.
there with a catch and run.
James Cook, baby.
Because Jeff and I both wanted to. Both were ready to do fantasy football blog. So I was looking for a football/fantasy football blog at the exact same time, and when he announced it, I was like, "You want to just do it together?" And then you asked him about contributing, so it was like I like having people to lean on because. Truth be told, you guys make me feel like slack asses. Like, and I know I work hard, but you guys are impressive. So, like, this is one of the best choices I've ever made in my life.
They're singing
I'm
and
so
celebrating
Everyone's
in
so happy.
Morocco.
I love it.
So on 4th and 12, he'll be going for a 48-yard field goal. It is up, and it's.
I want to point out that I was going to be very happy, but if he had missed that field goal, I would have been completely doing a 180. Like, everything sucks. Why am I not going to win my bets?
So I asked you, Kelix, to find my ignorance charming. Is the win into the next stage by Morocco, is that like unexpected? Were they expected to lose in the first bracket? Are they kind of like an underdog?
No, it's because like I think it's because everyone in the world is looking for everyone in the world, if your team advances, loses their mind. And
well, I know that they had a tough,
what's the football team starting?
I know that they had a tough group. I know they were in a tough group. They had a rough draw, and I know it's a big deal that they made it out. But I don't know if they're a perennial, or not a perennial, but every 4 years, if they're a powerhouse, if they're a team that doesn't do so well. But they've never gotten this far.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's
go Morocco.
Morocco.
I'm always going to root for the Muslim countries.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Hell yeah.
Morocco. You see, the only thing I know of from Morocco is I just assume how often does James Bond show up there? That's what I want to know. Because that's all as a dumb American, and don't let my skin color fool you. I am a dumb American. I was born and raised here. All I ever see of Morocco is there's some kind of shootout. People are jumping across roofs, and there's a bunch of international spies making handoffs there. That's all we know of Morocco. Right? I mean, what else would you know? What else do you know about it?
I know that there's a lot of Spanish influence in Morocco. I know that the Moors, that's
I know what look at me. I know what a Moor is, all right?
Yeah, good point. But also I know that as a literature teacher, I know that a bunch of famous authors in the Western canon go to Morocco to basically, exploit the culture as Europeans tend to do. Yeah. But there's a lot of prominent English literature that's inspired by authors spending time in Morocco.
There you go.
So that's the juicy football talk you're here for.
Love it, Tony. And also, if you didn't know, Tony's our resident nerd. Nerd.
I don't know. I think Evan can fight with me on that one.
Yeah, right.
I mean, look. we are a haven for nerds. I'm very much a nerd.
Yeah.
The movie
American Sniper.
Brian, I know exactly that you're referencing a movie, and I can't remember the movie.
Bubble Boy.
Bubble Boy.
Jake
That's right. The Scrabble thing, right?
Yeah.
Or what was the game? That wasn't Scrabble. What were they doing?
In what?
Bubble Boy. When the movie.
I don't know. I have a refined palate. I can limit myself to so few Jake Gyllenhaal projects.
Felix, the goat, no cap, says the primetime theme sucks.
Oh yeah, no, he's right. It isn't Bubble Boy. It's Seinfeld, where George Costanza started losing his mind over it, basically.
Oh, I thought
Trivial Pursuit. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
I thought you were telling me that Seinfeld was filmed in Morocco.
No.
Oh my.
That would have been great.
Speaking of time zones, Felix the goat, no cap, I don't know where you are, but what sucks is having to get up at 5 a.m. or I guess the game started at 7 a.m. if you're a West Coast American.
I like this. Soccer. I want to point out this photo of Tom Brady in is it like a Centurion uniform, which I think is appropriate because I do think that he would genocide a bunch of different people because Tom Brady is the worst. We agree with that? I mean, that's what the Romans kind of did, right?
Would murder everybody.
Yeah. Tom Brady is all about cultural appropriation, just like the Romans.
Oh, absolutely.
If you're going to take the Greek gods, at least keep their damn names. I do not recognize Jupiter. Zeus is the only god for me.
Recognize Uranus. All right.
You mean you wrecked him, right?
Damn near killed him. Second down.
You know what I love is I knew Tony would get the joke right away. They changed the name.
Like I said,
Futurama.
Refined palate.
Good news, everyone. There's football on.
Second down. Dang it.
Second down.
This is Ramondre.
It is Ramondre Stevenson, and he will just get over the line to get a first down. I think they'll call it a gain of 1.
Beautiful.
Look at that. Mac Jones, Jalen Hurts, and Tua. All of them crossing over at
Alabama. Felix, I kind of want to say the one thing I do love about the Thursday, the primetime, I really appreciate the next gen stats on my screen because this is a football group of nerds. I want all the information and data I can get at all times.
Fantasy football is the nerdiest thing on earth.
It's Dungeons and Dragons for jocks.
That's what my friend calls it. Yes.
Yeah. I feel like everyone
Dungeons
calls it that. I mean, it's one of the things where all my friends in high school were jocks. I was a theater guy. I'm very much a nerd who likes sports, and it's like that fantasy football is that perfect intersection where I'm only going to watch football if I can do math.
Yes. Yes, and it ruins football for people that enjoyed it on its own.
I don't know that it did. I mean, I'm sorry. I like older football, but football now, from an offensive standpoint, is so creative.
Oh, it's a different game for sure in that sense. Yes.
I mean, I would like them to not put the defenses at such a disadvantage. But even now, defenses are so creative. And I think we saw it this year. We could tell because scoring is still significantly down, and it's because you have it every few years, defenses and offenses adjust to what the other one's doing, and football is the perfect sport for me. To me, it's human chess.
Fantasy football then takes football and what the stats are in the game, you apply to players that you've drafted. Yeah. So just because you're asking about it, the short explanation is you select people that you get onto your team, and then those people, whatever they do in real life, adds to your stats in fantasy football.
Yeah, unlike soccer, there's a lot more stats going on here. Like Mac Jones, the quarterback, just ran it 5 yards. If you have him on your team, you could get 0.5 points for that, and that would be your score for that play. Every play
is going to go over the 50 here.
So, Keelis, I'm going to put it so me and 10 of my friends are going to sit down, and what we're going to do is we're going to build our own football team based on the best players in football. So we'll get 1 quarterback, we'll get 2 running backs, 2 to 3 wide receivers, maybe a flex spot where we can put a wide receiver, tight end, running back in there, a kicker, and a defense. And what we're doing is we're trying to predict who can come up with the best, who can predict the best players in a given season. And we go head to head every week, and it's all about how that player produces that week.
It makes every the essence of it is it makes
and
every
there's
game
production right there. Down the left side, almost to the end zone. Always scores. Touchdown.
Who was that?
Number 25, Jones.
You son of... That was supposed to go to Ramondre Stevenson.
Sure was.
Did they not understand that I have money on this game?
Who is Jones?
My gambling is also another thing that makes me a bad Muslim. But I don't necessarily consider it gambling because I am a stats nerd and I believe I can beat the system.
Yes, it is a data game. Death by Snoo Snoo. Love to have you in chat. Another thing to it, Helix, is it makes games between teams that you don't care about really, really good if you have a player in it. You're just every player like, come on, give it to that player, give it to that player.
Honestly, I used to just be a Chicago Bears fan, so all I knew was Thadness. Then I started playing fantasy football, and I was like, oh, and now I'm invested in all these other games.
Yeah, it does make you appreciate or at least watch all of football, all of the league.
Yeah.
It's not like I only watch my home team or the one I like,
Felix, yes, it's the Patriots, Jones, but what's the first name?
Did I say I used to be a Bears fan? I think I used to only watch the Bears is what I meant to say.
Marcus Jones.
I have not given up on the Bears unless Justin Fields goes somewhere else. Then I'm going to have to follow him because he is my one true love.
Marcus Jones has scored on 100% of his offensive snaps this season.
Well, how about that?
They need to give him
elite efficiency.
10 times as many snaps.
Well, that was not at all what I thought we would see happening here.
That's a quarterback?
Breakaway for a touchdown.
That makes more sense.
Can we talk about
that? Makes a lot more sense.
Can we talk about the commercial?
Belichick. Look, actually, I'm not even going to be mad because if anyone is going to screw up my fantasy day, it will be Bill Belichick, and I expect that from Bill Belichick. That's what he does.
I think it would be the mid-quest.
Felix the Goat. Felix the Goat. Thank you. That is really insightful. I did not realize that. Now I know who Marcus Jones is. Okay, he's the cornerback. Okay. Yeah, I was like, what? How did he get there? Can we talk about that commercial where a snowman with a Dorito for a nose was eating Doritos? Is it like a bag full of noses to him?
I think he's a cannibal. Is what it is.
But is it like pig's feet where you just kind of eat them and or?
I mean, well, there's some people that do ears.
Yeah, can you do snowman plastic surgery? Must be really, really easy.
Just a hair dryer, right?
Yeah, or I want a smaller nose. Cool. I need a baby carrot bag. Let's go. Let's go.
So I love when returners that are defensive backs get put in on offense as a Bears fan.
You know what? I love that too because he's a playmaker.
Yeah. Oh, the guy from the Jets. Okay, thank you, Felix the Goat. Okay, now I was trying to fit a square peg in a round hole.
Zach Wilson was not responsible for that loss in any way. For the Jets.
I agree.
Like, Zach Wilson did nothing wrong.
Zach Wilson was also not responsible for the Jets' win last weekend, too. So
that is for damn sure. That is I don't understand how you can be a professional quarterback and you're asked, do you feel like you let your defense down who only gave up 3 points and think that saying no is the right answer? Have you not watched quarterbacks your entire life and listened to the media roast the guys who are stupid enough to not just take the blame? Justin Fields that same week. Look, this is actually relevant. He said that there was a tweet that came out where he apologized to his defense for not doing enough to give them a chance to win because they put him in a position to win. The defense gave up 24 points. So I'm gonna say he didn't do anything. He scored a bunch of touchdowns. And he took the blame for the loss because you know what? He's a quarterback, he's a man, and the Bears are going to be great.
See, Keelix, the thing about Waleed is that he speaks with such conviction, you forget to pay attention to what he's actually saying sometimes.
I don't think I'm that convincing. I wish, I don't have that power to sway hearts. If I did, I think I would have gone a lot farther in my personal and professional life.
I think you're selling yourself short here.
He does talk with a lot of passion.
All right, guys. So who's storming the Capitol with me? Oh, wow. Yep. So don't have that kind of conviction.
I will.
Stop that, Waleed.
I hope you won't, because let's not be those people.
Mildly treasonous.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm celebrating Morocco tonight. I got
Felix, what I was basically saying is Justin Fields understands what leadership is. He took responsibility for something that was clearly not his fault. Whereas Zach Wilson, when he was at fault, did not take ownership, which I think is going to make it very unlikely for him to succeed. Because that's really what it is. It's about self-awareness.
Suck it down.
Felix the Goat, no cap. Thank you for the follow. Oh, second down.
Goes out. He's got him across the middle, and that's cool.
Oh, you know what I
well
realized?
over 16 yards now.
Yeah, but I had rushing yards, so I think that was my mistake.
And yes, he will be the passing downs back.
We've got a lot of scoring for Thursday night already, guys. This is unexpected.
I was thinking about this. You know why we have a lot of scoring? Because these guys both had a week to relax. They're not playing on short weeks. They both played on Thanksgiving.
That's a good point.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite things about the game after Thanksgiving. It usually doesn't suck because of that.
Well, how about that?
True.
That's interesting.
Hopefully everyone that celebrates Thanksgiving in the chat had a good Thanksgiving.
Howdy.
Oh, come on, Knox.
Wow, Knox, you got to hold on to that one. He was in trouble, and I don't know if everybody was ready for how that came out, but yeah.
It was a perfect reverse spiral. That's when the ball was spinning end to end. So you got to catch that.
You would have caught it.
We all know. If I was going to catch that first one, I'm catching this one. I might have one-handed this one.
I would have hit the Y button so hard and deftly.
I mean, seriously, I don't understand why the Y button didn't work.
Is their Y button injured?
There's a ball coming to him, walking off to the sideline to find a controller.
I want to bug this. The Y button didn't work. Second down. And the handoff to Cook. But Cook gets a little bit bunched up. He might get a yard out of it, though.
That's fine. I just need 16 more of those.
And that brings up a third down, which we have no graphics for and we don't care about.
I mean, third down doesn't matter as much as second down does.
I will say, to answer your question, Waleed introduced me to this group. Waleed and I met during a Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Yeah. In case you were wondering, yeah.
And they never looked back.
All encompassing.
Eric and I.
Does voiceovers for probably for Dungeons and Dragons style games, right?
Oh yeah.
What's that?
You do voiceovers for Dungeons and Dragons style games.
I mean,
you
never went
play
to
it. You live it.
Yes.
That is. Wow. I'm gonna say, yeah, that's a good flag.
I'd say.
Yeah. What? I always like when a quarterback's like, what? Am I not allowed to tackle him 5 seconds before the ball gets there? I'm
right.
sure I'm allowed.
Eric and Evan, how did you guys meet?
A mutual friend, a close friend of ours in real life.
And we were doing sketch comedy.
Oh yeah, and then we all made a sketch comedy troupe. And then
Waleed
and I.
Salvia, when you smoked salvia on accident.
Well, that was for the movie that we were making. But yes, that was during the era of drunk nerds.
Waleed and I have met.
I'll never be able to forget that. That's one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life.
Waleed and I have met exactly once. Oh, I'll let you finish.
First and 10 here. That goes to Cook, and Cook's going to get himself some yardage here.
There you go,
Across
Waleed.
the midfield and down to the 20-yard line.
Was that a run?
And better.
Yeah.
Yep, you got it, buddy.
First and 10.
That you just got over.
I think that got you over right there in one run.
Hell yeah.
James Cook going to have a nice stat tonight.
James Cook, the greatest running back of all time.
Isn't that your team name in our dynasty?
I don't know if you know this.
It was
related to Delvin Cook.
Yes.
What?
Yes, the younger brother or something, right?
Oh yeah, he doubled his total on that run.
He's getting a lot of the touches
Cook,
tonight.
He's got 31 yards so far on 3 carries.
I've noticed his snap count is very similar too.
And he'll get a little bit caught up in that one.
Because previous games he's been on the field for 1 out of 4 snaps, but it feels like it's a much more even time share between Singletary and Cook, which makes sense. As rookies go on, you'll see them being used more and more. So that's why I think a lot of people are into. Man, I'm starting to think. I wish I grabbed him in more places.
Is it too early for us to call James Cook a league winner?
Crusaders of Cook. Wow.
If you're gonna say it now, so you can brag, and then
I think it's a little much to say James Cook is a league winner.
He could be a league winner, depending on his usage here. Like in the fantasy playoffs?
Well, he could be a playoff like boon to your team.
Is that Josh Allen?
If you're in the playoffs, then you probably had somebody else helping you win the damn thing.
It's true.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. That's not the same thing as a league winner. Like, and those guys who were the playoff MVPs, those guys are league winners. The guys who got you there are important.
Yes.
Got to stop jumping into the pile.
Jeez, oh,
yeah, right.
God,
he just takes a helmet right to the freaking crotch.
He brings his crotch up to the guy's helmet.
First
that was
and goal. Keep running, Josh. Get me a touchdown.
First and goal.
I could use a
dust. There is the handoff on the left side, and he's not going anywhere. He runs laterally the whole time.
That's me every time I play Madden.
You made me $10.
That's me every time I play Madden. I'm like, if I just keep going, I'll get to the edge.
If Burks and Cook become league winners, you will literally never hear me shut up.
I mean, 2 weeks ago,
Shane, that's what
I was going in on the Burks breakout.
I mean,
dude, we've been talking about the Burks breakout forever. If you looked at my waiver wire articles, I was saying it for this week and the week before. This week, I was like, I told you last week to get him. He got
the early season injury kind of slowed him down for sure.
Yeah, and that's the thing you have to remember. Like, you have to take context into certain things. This guy was a top 10 draft pick, right? I know, definitely top 15.
No, he was. I think
he was top 15.
He was top 20. I
think he was definitely top 15. Because there were like six. There were six receivers taken in the first round. Like in that first half of the draft.
Yeah, it was
this draft right now.
It went London, Wilson, Olave, Dotson, Burks, and then Jameson.
Well, I mean, Olave hasn't been that bad.
Jameson was the second receiver taken in this draft.
No, Garrett Wilson was.
Okay, I'm just pulling up the 2022 NFL draft.
I love when I'm right.
Look, he can like being right. This isn't going to be one of those times.
The banter. It's like a ballet, ladies and gentlemen.
There it was, with authority.
This isn't banter. This is me fighting. Like, we're about to throw down. You don't even understand it. You can't see it off screen. I can hear Tony. Listen. You can hear Tony sharpening a knife.
Yep.
Who was the second receiver drafted, Wally?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
Okay.
What is
this? Burks was 18 according to the wiki.
Why is this pulling up because I'm looking up the 2022. I was like, why is Trevor Lawrence at the top of this draft?
Because you have the 2021 draft book.
I know. I figured it out eventually.
Because that's what
the 2021 draft, Tony. And you know why I know? Do you know why I know that draft so well? Why I will always know it?
J-Mo was 12. Okay. Burks was 18. J-Mo was 12.
Okay, so the first receiver taken at 8 was Drake London. Oh, you're right. It was Garrett Wilson a lot. Why did I think Jameson Williams was? I'm wrong. I will admit it. I am wrong. But I also want to be clear that Tony was wrong about Dameon Pierce.
Who was 11? Who was pick 11?
Oh, yeah. I didn't say top half. I'm wrong because he was 18, which means he just missed a cut. Wrong again. But Tony was twice wrong about Dameon Pierce twice.
We did.
Nice.
Who was pick 11? Wasn't it Dotson?
Yeah. No, I don't think Dotson. No, Olave was 11. Garrett Wilson was 10. London was 8. Wilson was 10. Olave was 11. Jameson Williams was 12. Then we had Dotson at 16 and Burks at 18.
Okay.
And you know what I like about that? Every one of those guys looks like they're legit.
Yep.
Like there's not like if you think about it, I think this could be better than the Mike Evans.
Whoa.
Sammy Watkins.
What impression do you want?
Whoa.
What?
Oh. Death by Snooze redeemed Eric tells an impersonation. All right.
Yeah. I don't know which ones they want, but
there it is. Touchdown City, baby.
Whoa.
I do like that Keelix is very well.
Is that Diggs with
I'm not as subtle as I think I am. Is what I just learned.
It's Diggs with a touchdown. Oh my God, it's amazing. I love it so much.
I love it when my fantasy football team is helped. Oh, hey Tony, who did you bet at the beginning of the year would lead the NFL in receiving yards?
Stephon Diggs, actually.
Oh, it was Stephon Diggs. Okay, cool.
Wow,
imagine that.
Tyreek Hill exists right now,
That's a
but
real
I still
duck.
think that Diggs is in striking distance.
Real dark
Wow,
horse.
wow.
He is. Diggs is really just a couple of blow-up games, which he does. Pretty
And
close.
honestly, doesn't Reek usually miss a couple games just with a hammy or something?
Okay, but let's also be fair. There's Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, no. Well, Justin Jefferson, you don't make that bet because that's betting chalk.
Yeah, well, you don't make that bet because you're betting on Kirk Cousins.
I don't worry about that as much because as much as I'm worried about Kirk Cousins, Justin Jefferson transcends quarterback.
I understand that, but like you gotta also take into account if Minnesota's good, they're gonna flex them into primetime, and primetime Kirk Cousins is the absolute drizzling shits.
Oh my God! You know what? You say that. This last Thursday was a primetime game. Give Kirk Cousins his respect that he is due. He's not excelled against these Patriots in a primetime game.
Patriots are mid.
That doesn't mean that he. Do you think that matters for primetime Kirk?
You like
and
that?
The Patriots have one of the best defenses in football this year.
What's the point taken?
Yeah.
You like that?
Kirk Cousins is the white Taylor Heineke.
You don't. I 100% agree with that. I also feel like I want to like Kirk Cousins because he's a D&D guy. Like he. There's so many like things about him
about the 18
that like make me feel like, oh, I could root for you. And then
okay, listen, my band played the worst show of our like 10 plus year existence in Kirk Cousins' hometown. So I have a reason.
Damn.
A reason.
It's getting chippy already. Oh, I love it. I love it when teams don't like each other in their division. Buffalo, he likes
it when they get a little punchy.
So we got to hold.
All right. We got some penalties on the play.
Oh, no penalty though. I appreciate that they didn't do unsportsmanlike conduct.
That will push them back a little bit to start their possession.
And you know why I like that football's becoming more nerdy? Because we get Mike McDaniels.
And we get no Ramondre Stevenson on the field right now.
That sounded negative, but okay.
Yeah, not happy about it.
Does that say
He's
Harris?
not happy at all. First and 10 here.
No, that's the rookie Harris.
First and 10 here.
He's just a big old bruiser guy.
I mean, that checks out.
We are just into the second quarter, and Harris gets smacked at the line of scrimmage. He won't go anywhere.
He just got rocked.
Some people would say bruiser. I would say bowling ball that has no ability to cut.
Plotter.
Yeah, plotter. That's the term for that. Yeah.
There's Ramondre. Yeah, you had your run. Get out. Goodbye.
Yeah. I didn't take Ramondre because I felt like it was a trap. And I know Buffalo's defense has not been as good as it has been in the past. But I feel like this is a game where like Buffalo kind of gets its groove back. I just have a feeling.
Second down.
Here we go. The best down of all.
Oh, they'll get it for a safety.
That's intentional grounding.
He got rid of the ball, it looks like.
No, that's intentional grounding. If he got rid of it in the end zone, we're doing a safety dance, guys.
Oh my God! Tell me this is going to be an intentional grounding safety. That's peak Thursday.
That is. You know what? Do you know what that is? That is Bailey Zappy time. Is what that is.
Yep. Bring him out.
Oh,
Zapster.
The Zapper. Zap Brannigan is what I like to call him.
Hello, Leela. What do you say? You and I knock some very sensual boots.
That's our second Futurama of the day.
Do you know that I met him over the weekend?
Oh wow!
You met Zap Brannigan?
No, I met Billy West.
I knew who you meant, but
I was so excited.
It's way cooler to picture you meeting Zap Brannigan because I was gonna. Is his uniform as short as it looks in the cartoons?
Oh, and it's all velour.
Oh, it's at the 1 yard line. The grounding is at the 1 yard line, not in the end zone.
I don't understand how they're giving him that because
they're right. He wasn't
in the
fumble.
Oh my God!
So close. It's so close.
That's why he did it, knowing that he was about to fall over the line. So
yeah, but if any part of that ball goes over the line, it's a safety. but I don't think
I can't read this thing properly. I guess it's because I suffer from a very sexy learning disorder. What do we call it again, Kiff? Sexlexia. Yes.
I know that Tony and I were both thinking it in our head.
Stevenson breaks this one open, and he's going to get out to the 18-yard line.
Oh, so close.
I say just sneak it with Josh Allen. Just say, screw you. The first time today in this broadcast, I forgot.
That's going to bring it up to 4th and 1, actually,
purpose,
for being 3rd and 18. Not bad.
I'm saying, like, go for it.
You also
I know
forgot
that you're
Josh Allen plays.
You're probably right to punt, but also believe in yourselves, Buffalo Bills.
It's the other team that has the ball.
Yeah, New England has the ball, buddy.
Oh, New England. Oh, no, never mind.
You know Josh Allen.
You know what? These red uniforms are throwing me off.
Josh Allen would have done that stupid intentional grounding.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Nice. A delay a game.
What can I say? I also suffer from dyslexia.
Delay a game on the offense, and they will move back to kick the ball.
What a possession here. This is outstanding stuff.
Yeah, this is a good game so far, which let's sit here and appreciate that we don't hate our lives already in the second quarter.
We've come so close this year twice to safeties via penalty. Oh, that's what I want to see.
That's our white whale.
Yeah. Not even a safety, but a safety due to penalty. That's what I want.
See, Tony's not the only one who knows literature, guys.
Yeah.
I've never read Moby Dick, though.
Melville. Oh, by the way, that book's absolutely terrible. One of the worst reads of all time.
Is it really? I'm curious about it because it feels like it'd be my jam. And in my head, I feel like it's got to be very close to Count of Monte Cristo, which is one of my favorite books of all time.
I don't think they're that close.
You're not close? Okay, but the themes kind of feel like they're close.
Yeah, you know but it's not the theme, it's how it's written.
Oh, I agree, because Count of Monte Cristo is a work of art. And if you ever see an abridged version, burn it. Because you do not get the full flavor of that book unless you do the unabridged version. Ooh, also, I hate any abridged version. Like the arrogance to be like, I'm a publisher. I think I know what parts of this masterpiece I can cut out. That just is insane to me.
I do have a favorite author, but it's not like a fun one because it's nonfiction. My favorite author of all time is Howard Zinn. He's a historian.
My wife has his History of the World. Yeah. Is that what it is?
He did History of the United States. I don't know if they did a world version, but that book changed my perception of U.S. history. It made me want to become a teacher.
Isn't the full title The People's History of the United States?
Oh, well, it's just called A People's History of the United States.
Yeah.
No. That's the one that Matt Damon references in Good Will Hunting, right?
Probably. It's a pretty well-known book in the history realm.
Yeah, it's one of the most. It's on my bucket list of things to read.
Well, it's one of the most popular and prominent histories that's told from bottom up, where it's less concerned about what the politicians at the time were doing, but more focused on what people that were living at that time were doing.
That's what you should be focused on.
Well, right, but most history isn't like that. Most history is like, and then this guy powdered his wig, and
and it's an insane point of view. Like the way we focus on these people who, I'm not going to get there. Okay, so Shane, this is why you say best revenge story of all time. You are correct. It drives me nuts anytime they try to make a Count of Monte Cristo movie. They try to turn it into an action movie, which it 100% is not. The same with Three Musketeers. That's political intrigue. And they're like, we should have action because it's a 16th century fencing or whatever the fuck.
I want to know, Keelix, who's the best Moroccan author that I can find in English? Because I want to get something in English so I don't have to rely on a translator. I would love to check out a Moroccan author. That would be awesome.
That's an excellent question. I like that. I'm kind of curious myself. You know what? No, I disagree. Count of Monte Cristo could be a movie. In my little journal of things I will eventually write, I actually see it, though, as a TV show, like an ongoing multi-part series, because the Count of Monte Cristo would actually translate really well to that in a modern time.
Oh, Josh.
What?
And that was out of bounds against.
But Shane, the difference between the abridged version and the unabridged version of Count of Monte Cristo is they took out a scene that one guy who's not really part of the main people who screwed him over, and that speech where he realizes who this guy is, and he realizes there is a God.
He had
one of the best passages in that book, and some freaking publisher.
Stick it down.
You know what? We don't need it in there. Like, this isn't that important. You mean this thing that's just the tone, the entire theme?
Devin Singletary getting around the left side. He's going to get the first down.
Son of a bitch.
Look, if you can make Air Bud go. Speaking of bitch, if you can make Air Bud goes to Washington, I can make the Count of Monte Cristo battle Spider-Man. Okay, it's a multiverse thing. Did I use that right?
You know what?
I'll be honest.
Well, it's going to be a licensing issue for you, but okay.
Helix, drop them in the chat anyways. I'm down to clown. I want to find some new stuff to read. I'm sick of reading the same old song and dance. And I'll force a bunch of teenagers in the Chicago suburbs to read it too.
It should be noted that Tony is a high school teacher, not some sort of person who wanders around.
Gets the ball again.
But he won't be putting it on his students. He'll be putting it on other kids. I want to be clear about that also.
Dude, I critical race theory so hard.
They're not the kids he's going to be making read it.
I just critical race everybody. I'm indoctrinating people's kids. Ooh, okay. Oh. I'm looking at one of the authors that was recommended. Okay.
Which one?
Second down. 2nd and 6.
You guys have fun with this game.
Tony's just going to get a book and read it on camera.
And there goes Cook with a handoff. He'll get a couple of yards.
I really think James Cook needs to be picked up in some fantasy leagues because he just looks different from Devin Singletary.
I can't because Hank Hill's in all my fantasy leagues and there he has him.
I know, because I listened to him when he was talking in the preseason. That was his guy. I personally did not see it. But I've been known to be wrong. Not often, but I have been known to be wrong. But he looks different from Singletary. You can see it. I'm starting to get it. But he didn't look this comfortable early in the season, like when he was, fumbling all over the place and just
3rd and 3.
Clearly a rookie.
Allen's in a little bit of trouble.
Oh my
got
God.
that one out there.
Wow, what a
This is why I love next gen stats. Like the angle we got there of Josh Allen's point of view and the way McKenzie came open, that was such a good throw. Like that's knowing where your receiver is going to be and putting the ball exactly where it has to be. What a great throw. Was he down?
No, he waited for him to get up so he could poke the ball out.
Or something.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I love that. But all he ended up doing was giving him more yards.
Wow, that's
crazy. 1st and 10 here.
Honestly, 3 more yards with a chance to maybe get
Here's McKenzie.
A fumble.
But he does not get a whole lot.
If that had worked and he fumbled it, that would be one of the greatest plays of all time.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, and all you've given up is a couple extra yards.
He just stands there, lets him get up, punches the ball out.
The risk reward there, that's a smart play. I like that. I thought he was stupid at first, and now I'm like, I actually kind of respect your game. You're not looking for little dinks and dunks. You're looking to change the course of this game.
What up, Ryan? Also, Keelix, I want you to know I just ordered The Simple Past by Driss Shirabi. All right, Shirabi.
2nd down.
Shirabi.
There's the handoff to Cook. And
nice
Cook will
cut.
Nice cut indeed. He's going to get a few yards out of that.
That was a really nice cut there. Like that was a
just short, I guess, but it brings up 3rd down.
Oh yeah, The Simple Pass.
I love. Josh Allen's good, but he's no Geno Smith when it comes to big play touchdowns. The emergence of Geno Smith might be my favorite thing. Second favorite thing.
I do know Ibn Battuta. I do know that one. I'm not a total idiot.
3rd and 1 here.
And we know why Josh Allen, and we already knew Josh Allen wasn't.
There it is. Singletary will dive to get that first down.
Quarterback of all time. If you guys aren't watching Prime Vision, you're watching football wrong. Like,
it's so great.
This makes me actually sympathize with Jeff Bezos. That's how good this broadcast is.
Kitty.
But it's showing most scramble yards this season. And Josh Allen is second on that list.
Dang, who's first, Wally?
I pretty strongly implied it already. I'm not going to let you bait me because they don't need to know how awesome Justin Fields is. They already know. I've told them repeatedly. Even when everyone said he wasn't.
Dude, Ryan, you're missing now you're here. It's the James Cook breakout game, baby.
Yes, it is.
It is
and
100% that game. Just took the DNA test, and it proves this is 100% that game.
My man, what an analogy there. That was good. Yeah, those eye builders, buddy.
Ooh, you know what I could use right now? A Josh Allen 15-yard rushing touchdown. Can we make that happen?
Let's do it.
You know what? I'm actually going to throw out a couple of bets before this actually goes through.
2nd down and 4.
Because you know what I'm feeling? I think
this
you're right.
is Cook.
This is a James Cook breakout game.
But he gets stopped for a yard or two.
On him.
I don't think people really have noticed that the last few weeks, Buffalo's turned into a running team.
Yeah. I really am curious because eventually Josh Allen's arm is going to be better. And then we're going to really see a balanced, terrifying offense.
Yeah.
Like, I was very much into Baltimore, but the more I watch it, well, more people are getting down on Buffalo. I keep looking at it and I'm like, they're going to run the table here.
3rd and 3.
Actually, they're not, but
who is going to run the table then?
Kansas City.
You know what? I can't argue with you. That is the most efficient offense in football by a significant margin.
I mean, you got to understand that no team has lost to Kirk Cousins and made it to the Super Bowl in the same season.
Also an excellent point.
Another fact, no team has ever lost to Kirk Cousins in primetime. I assume. I'm just guessing, but just based
he's
on
the greatest. He's the great. That's why they call him Hollywood.
That was a little off. All right, so 1st and goal here for the Bills.
Why is it not letting me make
goes to the
touchdown
left
pass?
side? Once again, Hines not so great when you get him from the backfield. He seems to run laterally, always looking for a way, and then by then it's too late.
That's how I play
He's
Madden.
on the sideline.
Why is it that every running back is getting stuff on the ground except for Hines?
He's better if he catches it, ahead of the line.
Love the Vikings horn. Me and Ryan Perk Flumpus in the chat have a podcast, and we've started
2nd down.
Vikings horn, like, as a man who really does not like the Vikings in any way, like actually hates them.
Over to the corner of the end zone, and that will go incomplete.
Oh my God. Josh Allen has red zone interception in 4 of the last 5 games.
Felix wants to know
Prior to that, to this streak, only had 2 red zone interceptions in his career.
Yep, I see. Helix wants to know what's your favorite football movie, and I would like the chat to please answer too. What are your favorite football movies in chat? No, Helix, we love it. Keep it up. You're our favorite new person in chat. We're talking Moroccan literature. We're talking soccer. We love it. Like, it's awesome.
Dark Knight Rises.
Is that a football movie?
Oh, yeah. No, the Pittsburgh Steelers all get blown to bits in that movie, right?
Yeah, that's the only movie where my revenge fantasy of Ben Roethlisberger comes to fruition.
Yeah, that's an excellent reason to.
Was that a touchdown? No. That counted? Was that
Gabe Davis?
Yeah.
That was, if that counted as a touchdown, that was nuts.
Holding on the defense.
Penalties
declined. They are calling it a touchdown.
Oh my
God. I need to see this replay.
Oh my God. If that holds up.
He's chased around the right side. Oh, and he throws it right before he goes out of bounds and across his body to get to Gabe. Wow.
What a great touchdown.
Incredible. That's how you know you've seen something great, because all 3 of us failed to react to it. It's like, oh yeah, that's okay. Was that, wait, what? What? He scored? Wait, are you serious?
Josh
There's the
Allen's
extra point, and it's up and good.
My favorite football movie is Air Bud Goes to the Washington Commanders.
It's going to be one day everyone's favorite.
It's coming out. It's not out yet, but it's already my favorite. Huge
it's
buzz.
going to be. I mean, it's going to win all the Oscars. We know that.
Evan, you've brought up Madden. You've brought
when
up
we
Madden
make it, because let's be honest, it's going to be a football absurdity production.
Yes.
That was a Madden throw.
Yeah, it was.
And that ball gets picked off in Madden.
I haven't forgotten your question on what is my favorite football movie, and I'm thinking about it. Because what keeps popping up here is, I mean, there's so many good choices. Necessary Roughness, only movie with Sinbad. I want to support, and Scott Bakula.
Have any of you seen the movie Big Fan with Patton Oswalt?
Yeah,
I have not seen that.
And he plays Sean Payton.
Is there football in that movie?
He plays Sean Payton.
Remember the Titans is a good movie.
It's a little bit of a mind.
I'm a sucker for a good like 60s segregation, like beating the odds, all coming together movie.
Big Fan is a bit of a mind screw.
Are you kidding me? Of course. Remember the Titans is fantastic.
Big Fan is a bit of a mind screw because Patton Oswalt plays Sean Payton, right? But he doesn't play a character modeled after Sean Payton. He literally plays Sean Payton, and they call him Sean Payton. And you're like, did you license this? Okay, I want to see how the New Orleans handled the IP of what? It's
that was on Netflix. It was an Adam Sandler bit that was Kevin James playing Sean Payton. Yeah.
Oh, that was a different movie. You're right. Sorry.
No,
I was gonna say I don't remember Patton Oswalt playing Sean Payton.
Kevin James, Patton Oswalt.
Big Fan is Patton Oswalt and the guy that played Uncle Eddie from Grounded for Life.
Okay.
A character actor who, if you saw, you'd know. He's a total. Oh, that guy.
Yeah. See, now the other football movie I'm thinking of, The Program. I remember, and it's not going to be my favorite football movie, but that was a fun college movie of We're All Crazy. But honestly, Any Given Sunday is such a fun movie.
Oh, it's a great one.
It's such a great football movie.
Hold on, let me ask the boys. The answer is not draft day. Boys.
See, okay, I got to Google this now. Let me know when the game comes back because I don't want to.
No, Little Big League is baseball, Ryan. You're thinking Little Giants, bro.
I love Little Giants. Coming in, talk about this.
Oh shit! Friday Night Lights.
One where there's a garbage football team who.
The mic's here. You can be at level 2.
Who turns a New Orleans football coach.
Oh my god.
Gets fired and teaches for his kids or cousins.
I love these puzzles. A New Orleans football coach gets fired and teaches for his kids' cousins. I wanted this. That's why I invited him in. Does anyone know what we're talking about here?
Football team.
The Netflix movie that is Kevin James playing Sean Payton.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And believe me, you know me. I've shown my kids every football movie.
We know Sean Payton. We at Football Absurdity know Sean Payton. He doesn't know us. And we know him.
I think before
that was a great joke, wasn't it? I
feel
like only Evan and Jeff will appreciate how good that is.
Before we were delete,
I'm going to clarify. The New Orleans Saints had us out to attend some practices in a game because we're like D- list famous in a very niche thing. And Sean Payton comes out and starts shaking hands with the guests at the practice. And he shakes hands with a few people, gets to us, looks at us, moves on, and starts shaking hands with the other people.
It just keeps walking. Like, I don't even know.
I wonder if he didn't think that maybe he thought I was a player playing a joke on him. Like, because he just looks at me and he's like,
I mean, to be fair, you guys can't see it. Like, those of you who are new here have never seen the afro in all its glory. But like that might have thrown him off. Like it's magnificence.
I think before you delete the spam in the chat, Evan, I think we should hear him out.
Okay, hold on.
Promotion of the
okay,
channel.
I'll leave it in there. I'm about to snip it, but all right. I like the politeness and how they don't seem to have any word count to what they're saying here.
Hi.
The price is lower than any competitor. Wow.
You know what my favorite price is? Free.
This is, you got to admit, posting that in the chat is some real Sigma mindset stuff you got going on here.
It's, you know what, like, I have no problem with someone shooting their shot.
I mean, I love when
and doing it politely.
I think it's nice that we're getting enough attraction that we're getting spam bots. I feel like that's a compliment.
Oh, we've been getting spam bots since we had like 2 viewers, but yes.
Yeah.
I don't mean to. Sorry, Tony. I didn't mean to shut you down there. Your joke was good.
Felix, don't worry. We don't. We definitely do not trust them.
Oh yeah, we are on the front page.
Okay, I love this. I love this. Okay, so let me tell you my thoughts here. I like the initial pitch here. Obviously, this is something I'm going to cut because it's ridiculous and we're not doing it. But just playing the bit. I want to offer promotion to your channel, viewers, followers, chatbots. This is clearly a bot. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Well, you know what? As a bot, you are more lucid about your promotion here. You might have the best bots. That's interesting.
Here's my concern. Is it going to gain sentience?
It is. That's where I was going with. You get me, Wally.
I know where you're going, and I'm kind of worried about it.
Like,
if we give him control, he could end up controlling all of football absurdity.
Because out of nowhere, you see the sentience start to flicker. The primordial soup is getting those sparks in his brain there. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Period. Auto on. Period. Incredibly flexible and wait, what? Wait, what just happened there? Like, that was not auto on. Oh, you're getting sentient. Oh, I gotta kill you, bot. But then all of a sudden, everything is in your hands. Turn it on and off and customize. Okay, I'm sold. Go to dogehype.com.
Robots don't care about deets.
This is dogehype.com. This is crypto. You don't care about me. You care about crypto. I thought you cared about me. I wanted a bot to become sentient only so it could love me.
I think crypto became sentience.
Fake Dogecoin?
It ran away.
You know where we can find the most bros will be into crypto? Thursday Night Farceball.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just interacted with the singularity.
It reminds me.
There's so much crypto.
Tony's a bot now.
It reminds me when we used to do this back when we were doing the stream, just me and Waleed back in the day, and we were doing just in like the summer, and it was auctions, and you know where I'm going with this, Waleed. And Yahoo would randomly auto-populate ads for the S at the bottom of the screen, and it kept coming up with ads for women's panties, and we're like, "Are you that bad, or are our viewers this?" Pervert.
Like,
honestly, we're on the show.
What's going on right now?
On panties in my articles, and I was surprised at how often I refer to panties in fantasy football because I didn't think I did, but I did.
Anyway, I just banned
them. Well, don't get him in a twist. It's 1st and
10. Nice segue. That is a segue, ladies and gentlemen, into the broadcasting industry.
Eric Bra is a professional.
Singletary in the backfield. Just over 4 minutes left in the first half.
Helix says it's the word fantasy. You might be onto something there.
Singletary the fake.
Yeah, you know what? That actually makes
that's going to be almost picked off. Lucky that wasn't picked off.
Which? Ooh. Oh, how is that not picked off? Goddamn.
That was very dangerous.
Also, hold on. Regging the URL fantasy panties. See, right here. I gotta get bored of this. Like,
well, I don't think we want to see those results.
I do digital marketing. I get it, Helix. We love you, man. You're awesome. Oh, now 2 guys are talking.
That brings up second down.
Oh, second down. Sorry, move that. It's like Pavlovian. Every time Eric could say second down, and there's not even a game on, and I'll just hit the button.
Just hit the graphic.
Can I say this is the second design quarterback run that I've seen in this game? Second design quarterback run I've seen in this game that just looks terrible.
Like, you bet your butt I got a cat.
It's because there's no read option. He's just like, well, I guess I gotta go. You have nobody.
If you have a designed quarterback run, what you need to do is give your quarterback some space and blocking a little bit.
Or maybe don't. Maybe don't do it to the most keyed on quarterback in the league without a decoy. They're like, yep, I was already going after Josh Allen because he's the one key to this whole team. Oh, he has the ball. I'm still going after him.
I feel like you need to roll out to get some real yards.
He's going deep.
Oh, I love that.
And that is way too much coverage for that location there.
You know what that is? That is the belief in Diggs that even I don't have.
Josh Allen had 8 seconds to make that play work, and that's what he came up with. So
and he should have just kept rolling out. He could have got that first down. He had the angle on the guy.
Oh, Tony, we want cat talk.
So my cat's name is Leche, which is Spanish for milk. I don't know why, but it's good enough for me.
It comes from the Latin. It comes from the Latin word for lactate.
Yeah, I like that. Evan and I both went to the Latin joke.
It's true. I'm a word nerd. I was a writer for 20 years. Like,
I'm a linguistics nerd, so yeah, it makes sense.
In school, people would always be like, "You're really strict about these rules about words. Why is that?" I'm like, you know why? Because words are in the dictionary defined not by what their definitions are, but how people use them. Which is why literal is now defined as both literal and figuratively. And so if I don't strictly enforce this, the people who are wrong will be called right. And then I will be wrong simply for being right. And I just... don't get me started on word nerd stuff.
You're taking the wrong approach. You're fighting a losing battle. Language is always evolving. Like, and it's evolving in a way that's always pushed forward by dumb people. Like, that's just the way
well, that's why I love being a fifth grade teacher.
Why we don't speak in Old English anymore.
That's why
there are multiple people. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's why I love being an inner city teacher and a teacher in inner. No, I'm not an inner city teacher. I love being a teacher of inner city schools because I'll be able to stop this at the source. Like, that's cap means that's capricious. It's not where it came from, but that's how I use it. That's false. That's you're lying. And if somebody said that's the cap, and I was like, not a noun, adjective. And he's like, oh, okay, that's cap. And I'm like, thank you. I just stopped this from perverting our language. Like, this is why I do this. Like,
I love that Evan believes that if he just corrects people's grammar,
yes,
it's going to change things.
One man. I am the...
No, you're not allowed to say it that way. That's going to work on kids. Hey, tell them what they can't do.
You think...
What are they going to do?
You think that one person can't do something, but then again, never forget that person who taught Helen Keller, whatever her name was.
Helen Keller was her name, I think.
Yeah, what's
we're
her
talking
name?
about Helen Keller.
That was my joke. Nobody remembers Anne Sullivan's name.
I do remember that Helen Keller was a socialist, though.
I remember that she was graduated from Harvard despite being, unable to hear and unable to see, which that inspired me to apply.
Hell yeah!
Can't be that hard.
She went to Soviet Russia to help something with labor rights.
If I were a superhero, I would be called the Word Man.
I love how far behind Amazon is in their ads. You know what? Let's do a joke about tables being thrown on by Bills fans. And that's been on the internet for years, man. Like, it just sounds kind of like forced.
Keelix, I hate to break this to you, but I am a superhero, and I'm known as the guy who's able to go back in time and prevent the apocalypse. You're welcome.
That was an attempt to throw to Stevenson, and that did not work out.
Was it an attempt to throw? Because that was the worst attempt I've ever seen. Like, that was like 2 yards.
I'm going to say all of the above.
Not thrilled about my Stevenson 4.5 receptions line.
I mean, like, it'd be nice if, he threw it to Stevenson, not behind Stevenson.
Brian says,
the attempt was there. The attempts will be there. The problem is, you know what? Never mind. My bad. That was good defense.
Brian says Harvard boo. If I recall correctly, Brian works for Princeton, right, Brian?
Oh, I love it. You know who's getting all those receiving yards? Marcus Jones.
A cornerback.
Yeah. To be fair, they know if Ramondre's back there, they're throwing it to him. That
sneaky IDP play.
Oh,
third down here. 7 yards to go. We are ticking down to the 2-minute warning.
Yes, I have a favorite superhero, Keelix. Me. We should have been over this. Me. I'm the reason
Evan's
why.
Also my favorite.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
You know what? If I'm being honest with myself, I think my favorite superhero is actually Superman.
Well, yeah. Just let's all tilt the levels all the way up to 11, and then he's broken.
I mean, no, it's a boring thing, but like I like the thing is everyone always focuses on his power, but I just like the fact that he's actually a guy who's trying to do everything right. Like he's like a genuinely good dude. Like they give a lot of other superheroes these like dark backstories to make them. I just want a guy who's overpowered and just wants to do the right thing. I like that.
Look, I like a superhero who understands the relationships between time and physics. Okay, and that's not Superman. That ain't it.
What the hell is the point of reading a comic book for like factual science? That's
oh, you didn't know this, Jim? Waleed? I've only read one comic book my whole life.
I'm not surprised, but I just don't understand why you hate fun and imagination.
I didn't have I had a truncated childhood.
Okay, as long as you have a reason.
Yeah,
that's all I want.
It's me. It's me. It's me. It's not y'all. It's me.
Yeah, no. It's because I'm broken. Okay, that's cool. I'm okay with it then.
Okay, so we got a bunch of people. Flash, Swamp Thing. Awesome. I don't know much.
I keep wanting to read the Alan Moore Swamp Thing. I saw a copy and I didn't buy it, and I've been regretting it for a while.
It's a classic, man. It really is.
No, Alan Moore is an artist. I love him so much. And you were talking about favorite authors. Mine is actually Neil Gaiman.
And there's Cook just over midfield.
Sandman comics are maybe the best.
On that note, I said the only comic book I've ever read it was Watchmen, which was spectacular. But I get like I get like 3 panels in the other comic books. I'm like, I don't know, man. I want to hear about this. I want to hear about the setting. I want to see about it.
It's fascinating how the movie almost is like frame for frame, like that comic in so many ways, and just completely misses the point.
I was about to say the point. I've very few comic book movies have I ever seen that miss the point as severely as the Watchmen movie.
Here's my thing, and it was a simple change too. All you had to do was make Ozymandias act exactly like Superman. And that ending hits so much harder.
My kids were in the day.
Do you agree with that assessment, Tony?
Yeah.
I feel like imagine that, because that was the entire point. Is that what if Superman just did the worst thing possible for the greater good? Like that's
why we have the boys.
My kids.
I mean, no, because that Superman dude is not Superman, like in any way morally. Like Ozymandias was supposed to be that guy. That's his entire thing.
You know what? I've never watched it. Can you confirm or deny if the boys are indeed back in town?
I think they are.
Wait, what song was that? Wait, hold on. We need more specifics. Tony, what song are you referencing?
So here's
what song? What song are you referencing?
It's called "The Boys Are Back in Town."
Oh, okay. Hold on. What album is that from?
"The Boys Are Back in Town" by Bad Company.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Keep going.
But I'm always reminded this time of year of that famous drill tweet where he says it's messed up that there's a million songs about Christmas, but only one song about the boys being back in town. And it's that time of year when I think about that a lot.
I want to get back on Zack Snyder.
It's this time of year that makes you think about that.
I want to get back on Zack Snyder chat because my kids were in preschool with the people who produced the Zack Snyder kids. Zack Snyder. Okay, let me try this again. Nailed it. My kids were in preschool with the parents. The parents were in preschool. I can do this anecdote. My kids were.
Right.
I'm tired, man.
You're 100% right.
The
movie ending is actually better than the comic book ending in the. You're talking about like instead of having the alien invasion, right? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just saw that.
No, that's fine. I was flailing on stage, but I got it now. My kids were in preschool with the kids whose parents were producing the Watchmen movies with Zack Snyder, and they would tell me about the movie, and I'd be like, "Huh, I really want to start talking to you to get a writing job. That's what I do, but also I don't get what you're doing at all. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense from somebody who's read the books, and I can't make for once in my life, I can't make a good elevator pitch because I don't understand what you are doing with this IP. Like, It doesn't make sense.
Talk to me. I could have helped you translate that.
Yeah, I didn't know you back then, man. Where were you? Time travel.
That's the problem.
Get your superpowers
you
in
should have
order.
got to know me way sooner.
The HBO Watchmen show was much better than the movie.
I still haven't watched it. I saw the first episode, and it was incredible, and then I just ran out of time, so I never saw it.
So
I'm starting to get real nervous about this Josh Allen rushing over.
Yeah, my Josh Allen overs are not looking promising. A touchdown drive here would be great.
I don't know. I kind of feel like scoring should open up a lot in the second half, and we've already had 24 points. So I'm not too nervous, but I'm starting to get a little bit nervous.
You think the pace is going to slow down for the second half?
Chill.
Yeah.
Second down.
Although I guess if the game gets out of control here, 24-7, then it is panic time, isn't it?
Well, here comes the Bills. If they can get down the field in under 2 minutes, they're over.
Oh, that's a touchdown.
And here's the touchdown to Diggs.
That's a hold.
Touchdown.
Yeah, I saw the hold, but I saw that throw. I'm like, oh, Diggs has his man beat.
That was a hodl.
Yeah, I called that. I saw it before he even threw it. Like that. That's what I love about I love all 22, man. I love it so much.
I want them to call hands to the face on the defense. Come on.
Yeah.
Dang it.
If they're not going to call crotch to the face on Josh Allen,
so that will not be any good.
Judon destroyed Sweeney. He got beat so badly there.
Peak Thursday. What a pass, though. That was
a great pass. What a route. He schooled Jones. He was so wide open.
I don't know if he got that second foot in, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Even if that play would have been good.
Stephon Diggs is one of my great, it's one of those where, it just makes me feel good about how I am an evaluating football player. Because I used to get in fights about, how Kirk Cousins was holding him back. And then as soon as he went there, with Josh Allen, he just blew up.
Oh, that was part of the first wave of football absurdity getting over because there was no tape to watch. There was no tape to watch in the preseason that year because of the pandemic, and we're like, look.
We were all over that.
Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen are both going to blow up. We watched the tape from last season.
And that's the thing. That's the one thing I remember is you were the only guy with me on that. And honestly, you were the one leading that charge. I was with you.
And I was just about Josh Allen. Josh Allen passed my really weird bounce test where I count the rhythm of their legs, and if it keeps to the same rhythm, they have a second-year breakout. And if it doesn't, when the pocket breaks down, they don't. And I was like, look, he's one of the only 3 people to pass the bounce test in the last 50 years. Along with
I'm curious, how did Jalen Hurts coming into this year do with your bounce test?
Nobody passed the bounce test this year.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said. Okay. No, hey,
although I threw out the data for Jalen Hurts. I threw out the data for Jalen Hurts and Trevor Lawrence because I'm like, I don't know if I got a coach like they coach, I'm not gonna be confident, even if I am confident.
And I want to point out here's why we are good at analysis. If you're looking for football analysis, because shit, that's a fumble. That's a fumble. What a great defensive play. This is probably costing me money, but I don't care because that was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So here's why we're good at analysis. You know why? Because so many guys won't admit when they were wrong. At the beginning of the year, I was shitting on Jalen Hurts like nobody's business. Our Discord channel for 3 weeks, the title, the general chat was, the reason I don't like Jalen Hurts is because I've watched him play football. Because he couldn't throw a ball last year. But if you put into work, and Josh Allen is the guy that's in that category, that's what I love. If you put into work and you have the athletic tools, you can be spectacular. And Jalen Hurts has been.
Also, if they make a ridiculous trade to get an amazing wide receiver that gets always open, it helps.
There goes Stevenson. It's a nice cut, and he is not going down. He gets across for a first down and more.
Making Tony feel good about his Ramondre.
The clock is burning away.
Tony, were you as high on Ramondre as I was in this coming into the season? I feel like you were. We loved Ramondre coming into this fantasy season, right?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, Tony.
Of course.
Yeah.
I took Ramondre everywhere I could get him. I reached for him in a lot of places.
God, that's been one of my. That's would have been one of the like. This is one of the reasons why I'm strongly thinking about going 0 RB, because you remember I loved Josh Jacobs this year too, and people were calling me crazy. Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs. I'm sorry, Josh Jacobs, the #1 running back in fantasy football. Like, wow. And I feel like I was like one of the few who was on.
I wasn't. I was definitely
second and
not
one
supporting you at all.
Stevenson,
nobody was.
We'll get the first down and keep the clock moving.
And the thing that really annoys
they don't seem to be. You'd think there'd be a little more urgency to try to get this down there and score something.
I feel like they're playing for 3 right now.
Hey, I feel like they're playing for Waleed to make his money, and I appreciate that.
There's your timeout.
I got my field goal props, so I'm for it.
Okay, so what does RYOE stands for? Return yards over expected?
Expected.
Okay.
Rush yards over expected.
Rush yards, thank you.
Yeah. So basically what it's saying is based on I think it's saying based on down and distance, what a running back should get what they actually do.
I love how fantasy disappointment Jonathan Taylor is second on the list, and B, Lamar Jackson, who's not even a running back, is 4th on the list.
Lamar Jackson, you know what? I was going to say, does Justin Fields have a lot of inside runs? I feel like he's getting...
he usually breaks outside on those busted plays.
I didn't even notice that the next-gen stats were talking about Josh Jacobs, which means that I'm just on my game today. I transitioned to that, and Amazon was like, you know what, Waleed? We're going to show everyone just how right you were. And I was so right.
I think Lamar Jackson is leading the league in most seconds under unexpected in responding to Twitter flames. Is that pretty?
I get getting annoyed, but come on, man, you got to know what's going to happen when you do that.
That was so bizarre.
It is because he's usually really good about that stuff.
Even his coach is I specifically tell my players, as all coaches do, don't get on Twitter after the game if you lose. Yeah. Why would you do that? And then
honestly, why would you get on Twitter at all as an athlete during the regular season?
And then he calls somebody gay slur, and I'm like, why? What happened? In your
on
brain,
that great
man?
note, first and 10, 32 seconds left.
Look up to you. Oh, let me cue up the second down thing.
And that is over to Parker. Does he pull it in? No, he does not pull it in.
You know, I saw all the Buffalo Bills players saying, no, he didn't catch that. But the problem is that they always say that.
Yeah, did you see how many Buffalo Bills players made a safety sign
after the Mac Jones
completion? That was nowhere near a collision. Oh, any updates in the Antonio Brown saga today? Great question. Let me look into that. The local news had a van outside his residence. For those who don't know, Antonio Brown, for the 3rd time in his life, responded to police serving him with a warrant by barricading himself inside his house. And
if they can't get in, they can't arrest you.
The weirdest, saddest part was Antonio Brown communicated with the police and said, "Hey, it's okay if you want to let my children in." How much CTE?
Hey guys, I know I'm breaking the law,
but
you can let my kids here.
It's freaking nap time, y'all. I got a routine. I'm a professional athlete. I can be trusted with
children. Don't worry, I will kill you if you come near me.
It's so Jesus. Okay, hold on. I got the template.
3rd and 6 here. 22 seconds in the half. He's rolling. He's in trouble to his right, and he's got nobody over there. He'll throw it away.
Why didn't he just run out of bounds and get a couple extra yards?
Wait, are you talking about Antonio Brown?
I'm talking about Mac Jones. He had.
I know you are.
You might not. You might have even been able to get the first down if you moved instead of just throwing it away. Also, if Nick Folk makes his field goal, I think you made an excellent choice.
I need this field goal.
It's so hard. Man. It's so hard Googling the Antonio Brown news because he's literally barricaded himself inside his house so many times that I get a million old things. Oh, here's
we'll call a timeout to save some time.
No, they were icing the kicker, I think.
I'm sure that's what they're doing. I'm kidding, of course. 15 seconds left on the clock.
4 in 15 seconds.
4th and 6 here.
True.
Unlike Tony.
I mean, if they go into half only down 7, they got lucky. This game could easily be 24-7 at the half.
You mean
it is up?
10.
Oh, no! No, he hits the crossbar. It bounces out. No good.
How far was that?
It was only 48 yards. I mean, I would have kicked the 50-yarder easily. Right? You're a professional kicker. I can make a 48-yarder.
You just hit the A button when your thing is between the two hash marks.
Right.
Shane, the writing was not there for him to do nothing. Like, that's the entire point. It's that
that is unfortunate for the
better than the rest
Patriots.
of you. And that's why Jacobs is good and I'm great.
Authoritative. So, can I finally fill out a bracket in the round of 16? Or is ESPN still waiting until the last few games come out? What's going on?
1st and 10. 10 seconds of the half.
They're like in good field position to actually get in field.
They are going to go for this.
Oh,
and
no.
They were going for Gabe, but he didn't get it far enough. It looks like he got tipped.
I mean, it almost got intercepted.
By the guy that caught the touchdown pass.
Yeah.
Wow.
Still 4 seconds left.
Yeah, well,
and it brings up second down.
Yeah.
I wonder how many players have caught a touchdown pass and intercepted a ball in the same game.
They go ahead and kneel it. They will run out the clock, and that'll be halftime.
You're saying with the touchdown, like.
Thanks for joining us on Thursday Night Farceball here from Football Absurdity. We really appreciate you hanging out. Hang out. Continue doing so. We will be around the whole time. Except for right now while I step away to take a quick break.
We're going to be here for you guys. I got to go.
That's funny. Well, I mean, as long as Waleed's here, we're fine.
I'll be here. I'm staying through halftime.
There you go.
We're going to have some fun. We're going to barricade ourselves in here at halftime. Make some Elio's pizza. We're going nuts, guys.
This sounds incredible. And just another wonderful Thursday night.
Yeah,
Thursday night Farceball.
Brian, you're right too. It's impressive that it is
I can now piss.
Yay! Upgraded on Stephon Diggs, considering Stephon Diggs is a top 5 wide receiver in football. But Justin Jefferson is a best receiver in football.
So let's look at these soccer teams or whatever.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Thanks, Keelix. You're awesome too.
Yeah, we love you, Keelix. You're awesome. So
yeah,
round 1, we got the Netherlands and USA kicking off everything. I gotta say, man, and hopefully you soccer fans, you football fans, it's football absurdity, in the chat can help me with this. I'm half Dutch, I'm half from the Netherlands, and so I've tried watching soccer with people from the Netherlands who are usually a very wonderful, gracious people, fun. But every time I've tried to watch soccer with them, somebody has dropped an N-bomb, and I every single time I've tried it 4 times. And so I go USA if I need another reason. Next we have, please, if you can weigh in on why that is. What makes soccer make the Netherlands go mask off, or it was just a unique thing to me? I really want to know because it really bothers me. Moving on, we got Argentina and Australia. I think I'm going to have to go with Australia, you guys. I've never heard of this Argentina soccer program. What do you think?
I don't even. Are we talking about football?
Yeah, no, with the soccer.
Yeah. Brian, I agree with you. That's why I like Jacobs, because he was in a contract year and played for a contract, but also there was no investment by the Raiders. So his usage would be likely they didn't have any investment in him long term.
We got France and Poland. France and Poland. That's pretty good. We got England and what?
It's juicy.
Yeah.
I can't believe Folk missed that. Oh my god,
dude!
That is impressive.
I don't know how this happened. I'm looking at my fantasy team and my league of record, And I feel like I lost points for Nick Folk missing that because I have 0 points for Nick Folk, and he kicked an extra point.
Do you have it where missed field goals actually are a negative?
It's windy. It's windy there, and
I've seen that scoring setting before.
A lot of people bench Nick Folk last minute today in our Discord.
But it's not that windy.
Yeah, you do miss a point in our league if there's a missed field goal. That's crazy. That sucks.
Man, damn it! I need this win this week too, and I forgot about that. Sorry, I'm looking at some of these. I gotta check out my team because do we know is like Najee Harris? Is it actually a hernia?
Who knows?
I mean, someone knows. That's why I'm asking.
It's everything. It's a broken bone in his plate in his foot. It's a hernia. It's something else.
No, but they were saying if it was a hernia, he was out for the season. But I don't see him out for the season, so I'm hoping he might actually be able to come back at some point.
All I know is
because unfortunately, there are some leagues where I need him. God, what a great throw to Gabe Davis.
Yeah, that was unreal.
Josh Allen is disgusting.
We got England.
I can't wait in 2 years when we're seeing Justin Fields do the exact same shit. Because it's coming, and it's going to be so fun.
Ding, that's
like
4?
That's way more than that.
That's way more than 4. Come on, give me a little credit here.
Okay, 5.
Okay, that is a little credits.
England versus Senegal. How can Senegal pull this out? Tell me, chat.
Ooh.
What else we got here? Japan and Croatia. Oh, Croatia's a family favorite of ours. I was trying to get the boys into soccer in the last World Cup, and Croatia was about to score a goal. And their team, I believe it was Denmark, came up and just kicked the dude in the knee and fouled him before he kicked the open goal. And after that, I was like, and then he missed the penalty shot. I was like, okay, I have to have Croatia win, or my sons learn a very important lesson about sport, which is that you just kick the guy in the knee and you win. So I'll go with either one there. And then Morocco plays Spain. And
your job is to prepare your kids for life. Kick them in the knee.
Our life prepares my kids for life. Let's just have some good sportsmanship on the side. And then I hope Morocco beats Spain. So, yeah.
Where are you? 9 yards. Good God. You need to get me like 30 more yards. 30.
Yeah, Brian Gregus and Chipper's Return have a good point. Down with the colonizers. Let's see an African team win the World Cup.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Even though, let's be real, soccer is absolutely, or football is absolutely a colonizer sport.
It's so global.
But it was originally a colonizer sport.
Oh, I have no idea. I don't care about soccer in any way.
It's fun. The other day, I just gave up on teaching and threw the game on.
That's what you should be doing. I remember my senior year of high school, all our math teachers, they stopped teaching. They were just constantly showing us the OJ trial. Yeah, that was a thing, man. Like, I know, like, everyone's like, did you watch the OJ documentaries? I'm like, dude, I don't need to. I lived it. Like, that was the first real media spectacle of that nature.
So I've listened to a podcast called Crime and Sports.
Oh, that's why I was like, why am I following this podcast that I've never listened to? And it's got to be on your recommendation.
Oh, it's great. They're ending it, but it's a wonderful show. And they did an OJ one, and they're like, look, we're not going to do the trial. It's been done a million times by people who know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And they just talked about all this other stuff. And some of it's even more hilarious.
That I'd be into because it's the side shit that's probably really
him doing so much cocaine and waking up at like a cocaine house in Miami at like, 8 a.m. on a Sunday and being like, I have a game in 4 hours. I have to go. And then rushing him to the airport and they give him a key bump on the way in and he just passes out. So they take a cart, a wheelchair,
Wow.
and they're pushing him through the terminals to get him to his plane as he's just passed out. And he was doing Hertz commercials at that time, and an old woman in the commercials like, "Go get him, Juice." And so someone apparently yelled that at the passed out OJ in a wheelchair as they were running him through an airport.
I want that commercial to exist in real life so badly. Oh my god, that is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
People would like, apparently he was the guy that would show up to the drug parties, never have drugs, and just do drugs with everyone all weekend, and they'd be pissed. Like, he would just show up every Friday and stay until Sunday morning when he had to go play.
I mean, we've all had that phase.
I mean, yeah.
We all like not necessarily for long, but there's always a portion in everyone's life where they're that guy. Let's just be real. But it's kind of funny if you're OJ and you're that guy. That's just kind of reckless. That's just Also, I didn't realize OJ was the Lawrence Taylor of offense in that era. Like, he 100% was. Wow, that's funny.
Well, if you really want a crazy story,
Taylor stories are legendary.
If you really want a crazy story, if you can ever find anything on Hollywood Henderson from those 70s Dallas Cowboys teams, he had no septum.
Wow.
He completely eroded his septum. He said that Marvin Gaye, and a couple other guys, Richard Pryor, were like on the Mount Rushmore of crack cocaine because they were some of the first ones to do it. And it was because their noses were completely gone.
Wow.
He smuggled cocaine into the Super Bowl when Dallas played against Denver in an inhaler.
Good God.
He was straight huffing cocaine during the Super Bowl.
That's incredible.
You do what it takes to win. That's
I'm saying.
What it comes down to. If you're a real competitor, you do what it takes to win.
He won the lottery twice.
Did he really?
Yeah. Hollywood Henderson.
I kind of feel like 3 times if you look at his life.
I'm editing out the horrific sexual assault, but it's...
I mean, of course.
He's an onion. You peel the layers.
Yeah. Some layers are just rotten to the core.
Just horrifying. Just absolutely irredeemable horror. How did we lose viewers during the cocaine story? That's bonkers to me.
I'm going to say this.
I'm blaming halftime. Like, if they had known they were getting a cocaine story, I think they would have been all about it. Like,
right, but they were like,
I'm telling you what, I guarantee you, we are the only Thursday night sidecast that just gave you a cocaine story about an NFL player at halftime. Like, you want that mainstream bullshit? Like, that's what the regular channels are for. We're here to give you the truth and have some fun. Because, like, despite all the horrors of football, I will always love football.
And
I mean, now
that you've
now I want to try it.
And now that you've cussed us into demonetization, we can really just set this shit off.
Yeah. Demonetization, I feel like there's already regular, like, the reason this exists is because I don't need announcers giving me the same boring play-by-play shit. I want to watch football with people who enjoy watching football, but are actually going to have a real fucking conversation.
Ryan, you're right. He was 56. Oh, my God. If you type in Hollywood Henderson into Google, the Wikipedia comes up.
Have you had your 56 episodes yet?
Yeah.
So that's probably where all this came from, right?
Listen to, no, that's from the podcast. Listen to
that's what I meant.
Listen to the first sentence. No, it's from the Crime and Sports podcast.
Oh, my bad.
Listen to the first sentence of his Wikipedia page. Thomas Hollywood Henderson, born March 1st, 1953, is a convicted rapist and former American football linebacker in the National Football. Like, you're getting.
Hey, you know what? I feel like you led with the most important thing.
Yes.
Just so you know, this guy, but he also played football. Like,
now let's do it for Deshaun Watson. Tony, I got a lead for you. I almost wrote a long form article back when we were just experimenting with football absurdity articles. There was a team one time, and it had a rival team. And oh my God, I gotta remember this. The owner of the rival team sold the team and then founded a new team with his rival team's name and said, "I own the rival team," and a judge sided with him.
That's awesome.
I gotta dig this up because I almost wrote a long form about it. I'm like, how did this happen?
Have you ever listened to the THT Fantasy Podcast?
Yes, I was on it.
Oh, okay. No,
everybody does. It gets like 1,000 hits a week.
Look, I don't know. I thought I was the only guest you had, Tony. Now I kind of feel like I was
dude. While Amer dug out our stats today, he's like, our whole podcast feed gets like 100,000 hits a week.
Yeah, it should. And I want to point out, guys, like for those of you who aren't familiar with the TH Fantasy Podcast, what they do every episode, the number of the episode, the hosts go and do a background on a football player with that number as a reference.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is one of my favorite.
That's awesome.
Football podcast, like things in a football podcast, because you learn some crazy. Like I did a guest spot on the podcast too, and when I was looking it up, I'm like, this is awesome. Like getting to just like learn some old school football like nerd shit, and it's great.
Yeah.
So check out the TH Fantasy Podcast. Is what I'm saying.
Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we're on. You can get us on all the apps that get you podcasts. I keep seeing us on the chart. We're like top 130 for U.S. fantasy sports podcasts.
That's awesome.
And
look, we've been blowing up.
I'm going to give you guys a little taste of what's coming this week. We've been writing fake commercials for every new episode. The hell out of that. So we're going to do...
spoiler alert, this is something we're also planning on doing for ourselves next
year. We're going to do...
For a while, but it wasn't great at.
We're going to do a fantasy commercial to help get Reverend Warnock elected in Georgia by talking about bad fantasy games that Herschel Walker had when he was a player.
Oh. Y'all know the...
Oh, my God, I love that.
Y'all know the bobsled anecdote, though, right?
The what?
The bobsled anecdote.
No.
Oh, my God. I can't believe... The media seems to be forgetting this. Herschel Walker decided he wanted to be a member of the Olympic bobsledding team. He joined, he trained, he got on the team. When it came for their trial in the Olympics, he got up to start, then declared he could not remember how to get in the bobsled and withdrew.
Wait, that really happened?
It really happened, and I can't believe no one's bringing this up. I remember because it was right after the Dallas Cowboys trade, so everybody was following him because it was like, you might be crazy. You might be a crazy person. And then he did that, and we're like, oh, yep, jury's out.
Has he ever been in a standoff with police and invited his kids inside?
Jesus Christ.
I'm just wondering. Inquiring minds.
How do I find out about that owner who declared himself the owner of another team and won? It was so long ago, and I decided not to make a long form out of him.
We got a second down, by the way, guys. Second down.
Second down. Oh, and we got first down now. Because McKenzie with the move.
Sorry for being muted when I was sitting there going, second down. Oh, nobody.
That's that Bills offense we're waiting for. They scored a modest 17 in the first half. Let's pick it up a little bit.
On a 1st and 10, he's got his man, McKenzie again. He's going to get the first down and more. Cross midfield, down to the 40-yard line.
You know, the Bills activated John Brown tonight. Smokey John Brown, who, if you'll recall, former Arizona Cardinal and or historical figure that tried to help liberate the slaves.
And on the 1st and 10, tries to throw, but Devin Singletary cannot pull it in.
Garbage.
That will be an incomplete pass.
Garbage. I love the degeneracy of Ryan in the chat, who put money on the slot receivers yardage over prop.
Isaiah McKenzie? I don't know, man. I've been kind of like thinking he's due to become a bigger part of this offense the way they're keying up on Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs. I don't think it's the worst idea in the world.
Second down.
It is degenerate, though. It is degenerate. You are right, Tony.
But here comes Cook. He will actually break to the right and try to find some room. He'll at least get about 3-4 yards.
Is that a helmet to helmet?
That might have been a helmet to helmet.
That feels like a helmet to helmet. Is that
helmet to helmet?
From when that flag came in?
Well, if Buffalo scores another touchdown, I can kiss any potential Nick Folk points goodbye. But
that's what I'm worried about too. There's a part of me that's like, go for a field goal here. That way, they're more inclined to go for field goals.
I wanted to take a quick second to thank Death by Snoo.
Never mind. That's a bad block in the back too, because you didn't need to do it.
Right.
Know where the runner is and know when you need to make a penalty. Like, I don't mind if you make a hold because your quarterback's about to die, but if your quarterback's 3 yards past and you hold, I hate you.
What were you saying, Eric, about Snoo, the homie?
I wanted to thank Death by Snoo because the last time we got together, I was gifted this peach cobbler. It is a sort of soury beer. It's awesome. It's what it is. It's great. And it definitely has that whole sort of pastry. Yeah, it's really good.
That's what I want to see.
Allen on the run to the left side and out of bounds.
Damn. I'll tell you what. I don't know. Who's 55? Because that dude closed fast.
Yeah.
It's got some
like I thought he was going to get that first down.
If he turns the corner, he's still running.
Yeah, but he doesn't because of 55. Look at how fast he closes there.
Yeah.
That's a nice kettle sour.
Yeah. I do like a good sour.
This one's pretty darn good, man.
What's it called again?
That was a great defensive play.
It's Peach Cobbler, and it's brought to us by the folks at Parliament Brewing.
Okay.
They are in NorCal Runner Park.
I thought Diggs had that. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, Eric. Just that was a nice little throw there too. Like Diggs had his guy. Did he get a hand on it at all?
Let's find out.
Like, look at it. It's a good route. Like, he gets the separation he needs. He's got to catch that.
Yeah. He's got.
It's a little behind him, but still.
Well, the defender's hand was in there on the elbow or whatever, on the crook.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I think that was a tougher catch than I thought it was on initial glance.
I can honestly say that I would have caught that.
Yeah, that's my problem. I think like I got pretty good hands, and I understand it's a little behind, but you just gotta adjust and catch it. Like, that's what we're paid to do. We're not paid to do it.
Well, that's a real lucky break for those of us who have any Nick Folk investments.
And I'm gonna tell you what, I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I want this game to be a close game.
I love this commercial.
I don't think I've ever watched it with the sound on.
It is so dumb, but it makes me laugh every time. It's like you don't ever watch these with the sound on?
No.
I mean, that's probably the right way to do it. But these are just silly commercials.
Sure.
Like, I'm a big fan of progressive commercials too. I like flow.
You're a flow guy?
I'm a flow guy. That's just a fun, like, I don't know. It's kind of amazing, like, how if a commercial is actually really good, it'll almost build its own, like, storyline within commercial arcs. Like, commercials almost become little mini sitcoms if they're actually good enough.
You're going.
I don't know. I just had that epiphany, and I find that hilarious. No one with me on this?
You should found a company based on this, and you should call it Quibi. Just spitballing here.
Just spitballing.
I got enough on my plate with Airbud Goes to Washington.
Spitball absurdity.
And Airbud too. Airbud Goes to the Washington Commanders.
I mean, it's going to be a franchise. We build them like we build progressive commercials here at Football Absurdity.
Of course. We make a plenty of them.
I've always kind of wanted to watch this Jack Reacher show. I've heard good things.
Night, Keelix.
Well, Keelix, yeah, thanks for hanging out.
We're always down to
Thanks for hanging out, man.
We're always down.
I hope to see you every Thursday night football. You'll see us.
I'm rooting for Morocco.
If you're into like fantasy football, sports betting, like we got our DFS gambling show on Saturdays.
We're here all the time
on Sundays. And
when does Morocco play? Hold on. We might be live.
And the waiver wire show on Tuesday.
And I'll be rooting for Morocco.
Morocco plays Tuesday at 7 a.m. No, we won't be live then. Sorry. But like, we loved it. Yeah, come on in. We're always talking about things Moroccan, man. We love the culture.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, get some
great
rest.
Job.
Rest up, celebrate.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
If you can get any sleep, people are still celebrating there.
Hey,
all right.
I don't know what it is about Von Miller and his glasses, but I feel like I could just hang out with him and I would have.
So because Brian gifted you that sub, you don't have to watch a commercial when you come on. Keelix, thank you, Brian, for that. We appreciate that.
Good man, Brian. Good on you.
Good on you.
I love it.
Good on you, Nelson Aguilar, for that catch.
I appreciate
international people here constantly.
I appreciate Brian because he actually like really knows about soccer, which we needed tonight. Like, y'all, we know about soccer, we watch it, but like Brian knows like about soccer.
Oh my god, it sucks that Von Miller was such a big addition to this defense, and the fact that he's like on IR just sucks.
Stevenson, he gets stopped. Look at that finds his way out to the right side and across the first down and more, down to the 36-yard line.
Oh,
give this man the ball.
What a great play.
Helix, thank you. AK Magic, Dolphins fan. Love that you're here. Thank you for paying it forward. Oh, you're the best. Thank you. Man, I hope Morocco goes far. I hope they pull a Croatia last year. I'm rooting for Morocco. I'm rooting for Japan.
And Stevenson again trying to churn out more yardage here.
Oh, is there a hold? Don't be a hold. Be a defensive penalty. I want points. I'm done with this defensive BS.
Oh, you got the library?
A defensive hold.
That's what I'm talking about.
There we go.
Oh, that's an automatic first down too, right?
Yep, 5 yards at the end.
But we lose Ramondre yards.
No, because it's 5 yards from the end of the run.
Oh, is it? Oh, good,
Yeah.
good. I can never remember when those are implemented. The after the run yard penalty.
Sure. But hey, let's keep giving the ball to Ramondre here.
Agreed. So on a 1st and 10.
I mean, when they keep doing it, they keep doing well. You would think they would eventually figure out the correlation.
And that's what they do. Right back to Stevenson, and he gets another 3 yards.
That dude is just look at that run.
Good God!
That's how a man runs.
Wow.
That was awesome.
That was a great run. Oh, you know, I like finesse as much as the next guy, but when you just see a man enforce his will on a defense, that's what I'm here for.
That was a 9-yard pile push.
That's exactly what that wasn't that much of a pile push. A lot of that was Stevenson just imposing his will on this Buffalo defense, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, on a 1st and 10.
Oh yeah, get there. Oh, and Buffalo's embarrassed.
He did not find
open spot. They did not like that last run. They're like, we got to take this a little more seriously. You know how good Ramondre Stevenson is? Look at this next-gen stat. Plays 68% of snaps. The first Patriots running back to play a majority of snaps since 2018.
Wow. That's great.
That's a good stat.
It's a really good stat.
I have him in a keeper league for a 7th-round pick next year, and I'm nervous about it because it seems too good to be true.
It isn't. It's awesome.
How would you feel? If
they have not had a running back as good as him since Corey Dillon.
Okay.
That's how I feel. You can look at him. Look at him.
Get rid of it.
He's powerful and he's fast.
Oh! Is that an interception? Did he pull it in?
Look at that play by Poyer.
That's crazy.
Was that Poyer? Yeah, that was Poyer.
You got to get rid of that ball, dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Like, you got to see that cornerback is breaking there. Look at that. Oh.
Did he get both feet in? One.
Yeah.
Yep.
Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
That's a pro. That and a foot drag. And a foot drag.
That was gorgeous.
Oh,
nice drag.
Oh my God. I just love that we're actually getting a good football game.
Thank you, Death by Snoo Snoo.
Thank you, football gods. This is for you.
Thank you, Death by Snoo Snoo. I'm not exactly sure what the hearts. I'm not sure how the world works. I'm a middle-aged person, but thank you. You
Are
did
those
thing.
bits?
Is it a bit? I'm sorry. I'm also drunk.
Yeah, Keelix, you're awesome, by the
I
way.
love everybody.
I'm sure you're gone. I hope I said something because you're awesome.
This is what happens when people that came through tonight, man. Really appreciate everybody that came through to hang out with us for Thursday Night Farceball.
Yeah, there's so many people still here. Hang out.
We're here. We're watching football together, but we're not doing the boring announcer stuff. We're going to have fun here.
Oh, they called it incomplete.
What?
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 He didn't complete it through the process. It jarred.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. This is good for me from a sports betting standpoint. Because I could still get in field goal range.
I don't get how it's good from like.
I would have rather had the interception because you earned that shit.
Huh? I don't get.
What a bad call.
What?
Well, 3rd and 14 here.
Huh.
Across the middle, he's got Myers. Myers too far laterally. Didn't get it. Wasn't able to turn it much more upfield.
That was absolutely a play meant to get 11 yards so you can go for it on 4th down.
That's what I thought too.
It didn't work.
That was very poorly blocked.
The refs owe the Bills a makeup call.
Well, they didn't need to. The Bills just took that themselves.
They called that play in the huddle as the makeup call. That dude for Buffalo has almost blocked 2 punts in this game, by the way. That same.
Wow, that was really close. I like how he really went out of the way to not rough the kicker too.
That's good coaching.
That is good coaching. Yeah. You can get that block without getting in a position that'll put you in a penalty.
I mean, Atlanta has lost multiple games this year on defensive penalties.
Yes, they have.
And you think about a team that's 5-7 that could be 7-5.
Yeah.
Like, it wouldn't change anything. Drake London still would be completely underutilized, but that's a discussion for another day. Free Drake London.
Free Drake London.
Hey, Tony, spoiler alert for DFS. Drake London made my list.
Oh, yeah?
This week's a good matchup for him.
Dude, he's had like 6 good matchups in a row.
Oh, yeah. How many good games has he had in that stretch?
Like 1.
Unfortunately, that is the problem. But he's going to show up in some of our lineups, is all I'm saying.
Hey, man, I love Drake London.
You and me both, man.
This wide receiver class, like you were saying earlier, is one of the best rookie receiver classes.
I think it could outshine that Sammy Watkins, Mike Evans, Odell Beckham Jr. class.
But it's not going to be the 2020 class.
What was the 2020 class? Is that CD?
I got
JJ?
It was CD Lamb, Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs, Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, but Justin Jefferson, CD Lamb, studs. I don't think I'm not sure Judy's good. I'm not convinced yet.
Yeah, we just don't seem to get enough actual time to see that.
I mean, we've had 2 years. I feel like he should have shown something. He drops a lot of passes. He drops a lot of passes. That's all I'm saying.
Let's be honest. The first quarterback, maybe not so much. Now Russ comes in. He's not so much.
Well, let me finish with the list.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you finish. But I want to say some things about Kanye. Just kidding. Go on.
In order: Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, CeeDee Lamb, Jalen Reagor, Justin Jefferson, Brandon Ayuk, T. Higgins, Michael Pittman, Laviska Shenault, KJ Hamler, Chase Claypool, Van Jefferson, Denzel Mims. Those are the first 2 rounds.
Huh.
There's a couple of 3rd and 4th rounders here too, I think, right?
I believe
so. There's a 0 rounder in Ruggs.
Yeah. Jerk.
R.I.P. my Raiders fandom. Half because of that.
2018, you said? That
2020.
2020.
1st and 10 from the 6-yard line.
Why they got the baseball line still mowed? They ain't no baseball.
Yeah, Brian, the thing about that class is like outside of Justin Jefferson, you could argue that the second round was better than the first. Pittman and T. Higgins, that's nuts. Denzel Mims, hello.
Who?
You know, listen, we're burying the lead, and it's Laviska Shenault.
That's true. That is true.
So second down. He's got Davis. He's got a first down.
Let's get us a field goal here or a Josh Allen touchdown. Give me a 40-yard Josh Allen touchdown run. Let me hit my parlay. How about that?
Donovan Peoples-Jones was in that class.
Was he?
Yeah.
Joey BK is always Joey BK in our Discord is a guy who is always incredibly high on DJP, and he's starting to show.
First and 10. He's got Cook. Cook gets a couple of yards on the catch.
Devin Duvernay.
I'm very excited for Brandon.
I like how Cook is now like at any given time. Josh Allen might throw it to me, and I won't be expecting it, so I just got to be maximum alert at all times because God damn.
That's what a professional does.
True.
Yeah, that's a crazy class.
It's second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Second down.
Second and 7 here.
Second down.
Cook takes it inside to the left. And he'll get about 2-3 yards.
You could argue that the outside of the quarterbacks, the best skill position player in this game, Stephon Diggs, was a 5th round pick. Got to find that value later on in the draft.
Sure do.
Speaking of, still wondering when Tyquan Thornton, Patriots 2nd round receiver that they drafted, is going to do anything.
He's looking. That's Diggs.
Again. Oof.
Put a flag on the play.
Do you trust Buffalo when they point?
Being on New England?
Do you trust Buffalo's pointing at New England?
Yeah, well, you never know, right? Because I mean, there's so many times the players like, no, that wasn't on me, and they're like, oh, that was totally on you.
You know who you forgot in this draft here? So I pulled up some filters here. We got Devin Duvernay, Gabe Davis.
Okay.
There's a couple guys.
Those are some good ones.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I haven't logged in, and I have an account for StatHead too, but I'm not logging in my kid's computer because I feel like he's got things that will.
Ryan, Diggs is nuts. Diggs is freaking nuts. I'm totally not hitting my Josh Allen over though.
He's gonna have. He's been close to breaking like a 20-yard run. It's gonna happen. Don't lose faith yet.
I don't even have his rushing prop. I have his combined rushing and passing prop.
Yeah, well, when he hits that rushing prop, it's going to make it easier for you. You'll get there.
How many yards does he have rushing?
Good question. He has 16.
And it's 44?
Like 46 and a half.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but he's going to break one. It's kind of weird. I feel like I should be more nervous than I am, but I can kind of see he's come close. It's going to come into fourth quarter.
Okay.
The pass to Diggs, and he breaks Diggs. He's got the first down and more across midfield, well past it, 35, 36-yard line of the Patriots.
It's time, baby.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, he might run for a touchdown now, honestly. The
He
Bills
might
are
run for
scoring
president,
here.
like Ed
I'm
Bud.
not sure if it's just going to be a touchdown or it might be a field goal. I mean, obviously they're in field goal range, so it doesn't sound that. But I feel like it's going to be a touchdown.
Guess we'll see what happens.
1st and 10 here. He's got Cook down to about the 27-yard line. The 28, I guess. New England 28.
Is Cook getting me my touchdown?
Did you bet on a James Cook touchdown?
And 2 touchdowns.
Good God.
I told you, I was like, I kind of feel like it's going to be a James Cook game. And
I appreciate you putting your money where your mouth is.
I try to. If you believe something, you should you have to show some conviction.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got 196 passing yards.
Second down. And
you're not that far off from getting it.
There goes Cook, and he will get that 2 yards.
About 100.
He will get a first down.
Well, I mean, what was that? It was 204 passing yards, but he also has 16. So you're at 220. You need another 100 yards, and the fourth quarter hasn't happened yet. That's when the most yards tend to happen. That's why I said you shouldn't be too worried about it. Yeah, I pay attention to these trends.
I have Tyler Bass over 2.5 extra points made, Ramondre over 4.5 catches, and Josh Allen over 316.5 combined rushing and passing yards.
What was the second one?
Ramondre Stevenson over 4.5 catches.
Ooh, I feel like that's not as good a one right now.
It
made me nervous.
He was catching we'll see. This could be one of those they're going to just dump off garbage time.
But they've tried throwing to him, so
we'll see. You know what? I'll put anything where my mouth is because my body is a dumpster.
Yeah. Honestly, I was nervous about the Ramondre reception prop. The matchup was just kind of neutral for me.
Elite usage, Waleed. Usage.
Which is why I have touchdown bets on him, because I feel like he should find the end zone at least once and maybe twice, because that's who he is as a player.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see. I hope that we watched on that last drive. We watched Ramondre take over, and
I think it's going to keep happening because the more they run him, the harder it is for Buffalo to stop him.
I'm hoping to see some screen passes, some checkdowns. Ramondre is great in the screen game, and they haven't called any screens tonight. I think they called one screen.
That was not my millionaire challenge bet, Brian. To be clear, it's just a $1 bet I threw out today, along with his with a 1 touchdown bet, because the 2 touchdown bet is just a free roll if I get him to get 1 touchdown, and I bet it early in the first quarter because you can see his usage. And I don't mind putting some money on a running back who's getting usage in an offense. But yeah, it is the Gen shit.
Oof. Oh, God. Next week's Thursday night, Raiders and Rams.
Speaking of the Gen shits.
Well, there you go.
Raiders, Rams.
God.
Thursday night football. Thursday night Farceball at its finest.
Jesus.
Indeed.
You know what, though?
I think I just caught a virus that lasts a week before it comes on. What's that called? COVID? I might not be here next week.
Josh Jacobs, though, because Aaron Donald might be gone for the season. So Josh Jacobs against that Rams defense without Aaron Donald could be some real fun.
Yep.
So it might not be a total train wreck. I mean, unless you're looking for the Rams to do anything, which they won't, because
1st and 10.
How could they?
Cook in the backfield. He will take it, stutter step a little bit, find
get a
another
few
yard or
yards.
2.
3 or 4, I think.
Are you sure?
The angle made it look like he didn't get that much, but he snuck some yards in there. That was a good run. That was a positive run on first down.
Always good to see Cook working.
Where are we at? What does it say? Where's it down in distance?
2nd and 7.
Oh, 7.
You got about
3 yards.
Look at your screen for the Twitch, and if you want to know it, second ball.
And
down.
he will hand it off inside to Devin Singletary, who will get
Cook would have got
maybe
4
a yard
yards there. Like, Cook is so much faster than Singletary. It's
wow,
so obvious.
4 yards on that one.
That's my snoo. If I had the tenet of I don't put it near my mouth if it's filthy, I would never have come as far as I have in life. Okay? So just watch it. Right?
I've seen it.
A lot of back alleys for Evan.
Yeah.
Wow.
Front alleys, too.
On a 3rd and 4.
Oh, what? I'm the only one who was thinking it?
Standing
I'm
in the back
always
alley
running
trying
a
to pass it,
slightly
and he's
high
got
fever.
somebody. He's got Diggs.
He hasn't got someone. He's got the one.
Diving and getting a few more extra yards.
I would love to see another Diggs touchdown. I wouldn't mind a
Yeah.
McKenzie touchdown.
I would. Josh Allen or James Cook. Only options. Preferably a passing.
I mean, seriously,
No,
death by snoo.
preferably a Josh Allen running touchdown.
Death by snoo.
right
You
now.
saw me eat those 2 chocolate ghost peppers. That was devilish filthy. So like I don't get it.
First and goal here. Cook gets the shot, but he's not going to get very far.
No, he didn't get far at all.
Wow.
That was some good defense right there.
Actually, a gain of 6.
No. What?
No.
No, it wasn't.
Huh?
No, I know.
6 inches. Yeah, nailed it.
We can't refute him at 2nd and goal.
It is 2nd down and goal.
Shit.
2nd down. Looking for a goal line stop here, maybe. No, wait. Yeah, I am. I need to make $10 here.
2nd and goal. Waiting. They're going to let the clock run down, I think. And go to the 4th quarter.
So good. I got a
That's
question
what
to
we'll
ask
do.
y'all.
It will take us to the 4th quarter
Yeah,
here.
I just
The Bills
realized
and
I win $20 if Tyler Bass kicks a field goal. So let's have that.
As always, thanks for hanging out on Thursday Night Farceball, presented by Football Absurdity. Make sure you sub, follow, all that stuff. We really appreciate your support.
So the Democratic Socialists of America have asked me to run for mayor of my town for the 3rd time. And I usually respond with like, why? I'm not going to lose for nothing. But now I'm thinking maybe I just run and I just put on like a pseudo conservative parody account where I'm against government regulation, but I'm against government regulation of something completely ridiculously esoteric, like Tony did when he ran for school board, effectively. Like, I'm thinking like maybe I run on the platform of I want the government to stop strictly regulating how we perceive time. Like, why do we have to perceive time linearly? Why does it have to go in a straight line?
Every time when I'm 10 minutes late.
Why does it have to go in a straight line? It's all because of the big government. You know, if I want to be an infant for a couple of days and then be retired for a day and then work 4 days, why can't I do that? It's because of the government's regulations. It's because of, big clock. They want time to perceive linearly.
Ooh, I like
Now,
the big clock.
Yeah.
You might not get on the DSA platform with that or their ticket with that platform, but you would definitely get on the PSL ticket with that, the Party of Socialism and Liberation. Those tankies are totally down to abolish.
Oh, we don't have PSL here. We don't have PSL. What's PSL?
Party of Socialism and Liberation.
Right, but we don't have that here.
They're like hardcore.
I kind of feel like in Oregon you have that there.
Yeah, in Washington we have the DSA and they win a few seats, in state legislature, but also them asking me to run is a joke, and I get pissed when they ask me to run.
I just realized I said Oregon. My bad. I like in my brain, Oregon and Washington are basically the same state.
We did not kick out.
Will infuriate you.
I
don't mean it to.
The big difference between Oregon and Washington is that Washington did not say, "Hey, slavery is illegal," and the slave said, "Thanks," and we did not say, "No, sorry, that means get out."
That is one of the craziest historical facts I think I've ever heard.
Sucks so weird.
Abolishing slavery just because you didn't want black people around.
No, weird.
They didn't abolish slavery. They just refused to allow it. It was never established there.
No, that's what I mean, though. But the only reason they did it was because they didn't want black people.
Yeah, you're right.
That's like
Tony, your semantics are correct.
Like it makes my brain hurt trying.
It's so bizarre, and there's so many. I love it because there's so many black-owned industries in Washington now because they're like, all right, I guess I'll just walk 100 miles north and start selling the stuff I was selling here, man.
There you go, Waleed. Nope, just short.
Was that Cook or Allen?
Allen. Down to
I'll
the
take
one.
it. That's also rushing yards for him.
But seriously, though, why do we have to perceive time linearly? Why does the government make us do that?
Tony, I forgot I made this bet. I think you'll like it. $1, 2 Josh Allen touchdowns, and 2 Ramondre Stevenson touchdowns. Pays out $106.79.
That would have been pretty nuts.
That's a fun bet, right? Like,
yeah, that is
it's not hitting, but like also it could hit. You know, I feel like that pays out way more than 100 to 1 times.
That's why I bet Washington versus Philadelphia. Over Philadelphia, straight money line. Washington had 5-1. And I'm like, you're telling me they play 5 times? And the NFC East team is not going to have an upset 2 times? That happens every year. Like,
that's exactly how you also have to look at some of those long shot plays. Like, this happens more than we think it does.
Yeah.
Oh, don't have Devin Singletary in there. This is going to make me so mad.
And Devin Singletary will run it in for the touchdown.
That was supposed to be. Why would you give it to Singletary? James Cook did all the work. You selfish bastards. Not only
I know that Brian said this about linear time, but Devin Singletary touchdowns also fall under the "thanks a lot, Obama" category.
Yeah, agreed. Things were supposed to get better. Also, I took Singletary out of a bunch of lineups today, which makes it that much worse.
Did you do that because he sucked?
I did it because there are better matchups. Like, last week he had a really good matchup, and I don't regret the play. I think it pays off a lot more often than it doesn't.
Like Tyler Bass kicking over.
What?
Tyler Bass kicking over hit.
Not for me, it didn't. I still need 2 more points from him.
Oh, I mean, his extra points made.
Yeah, but that's not what I bet.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I bet.
You're not understanding it, Tony. It's about Waleed.
That's true.
I don't understand how you didn't already know that.
Oh, that's an interesting theory, Brian. Never seen Trump and military in the same place before?
Wow.
Those are
wow.
I don't think that's a legally binding accusation, but it's damning nonetheless.
I like the idea too that actually all of the Trump chaos is just Devin Singletary in a blonde wig. Like, that's been his master plan this entire time.
Well, he's definitely been letting the football game not do as well. Come on, I joke.
I was too busy trying to find a photo of Devin Singletary and Trump somewhere in the same photo.
Right.
I'm a producer.
Good luck.
That's what I do.
Yeah, we covered it.
Thank you.
Devin Singletary is just a guy in a blonde wig trying to cause anarchy.
There you go. He's done it tonight, right now, on this broadcast.
Happy Thursday night, y'all. Happy Thursday to everyone who's still around. This is awesome.
Happy Thursday. Only a few more hours to go till it's Friday.
And remember, just like Antonio Brown's kids, we're not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with us.
God damn. You pulled in a Watchmen reference and an Antonio Brown reference. Nice job.
Rorschach that bitch.
Yeah. A lot of callbacks in that one sentence. Because Tony is a professional.
Guy says I'm depressed, losing my will to live. Says you should go see Antonio Brown, the famous clown. Says, doctor, I am Antonio Brown. You're locked in my house.
Alan Moore, please use your Prime subscription. I feel like
I'm still unsure as to whether or not Antonio Brown is still locked in, barricaded himself, please, or if they just Googled it and said, "Oh shit, this happens a bunch of times. He's not doing anything."
I'm looking at the playoff picture for the AFC right now, and I'm like, man, is the NFC so bad? Like those teams all look really good.
Yeah, NFC teams are like, we're 5-7. We're in the playoffs.
If the NFC playoffs started today, all 4 NFC East teams would be in the playoffs.
Like the thing that kills me is the Bears have the number 2 pick in the NFL draft right now. If they had one more win, they'd be in the NFC playoff hunt.
Right? Brian, that one was for you, baby.
That's how bad the NFC is. They're one win away or one loss away from the number 2 pick in the NFL drafts to be a playoff contender. Like, hey, NFL, you wanted parity. That's what it looks like. It looks like the NFC.
I mean, the NFC is the terrible, awful, whatever. Awful.
Nailed it.
But you know what? It's only for now.
With words.
Because next year, it's Justin Fields. Why are you not throwing it to Ramondre? Actually, because your guy's open. That's fine.
Everyone was wide open, and that'll make it a first down.
Yeah, Tampa Bay 5-6.
Are we officially in garbage time?
Oh yeah.
Let's see, because they might decide. Okay, we can take a field goal and then score 2 touchdowns later.
Hold on, wait. I'm getting a notice from upper management on my earpiece. Hold on. What are they saying? They're saying, beep, 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 beep. So yeah, we're officially in garbage time. Nailed it.
There it is. Backed it up. Garbage time doesn't start until the truck.
I thought that was like a heart rate monitor for some reason.
Garbage time doesn't start till the fat truck sings.
And then it was about the flat line, like Mac Jones.
Sure. Yeah, it was on multiple levels. All my humor takes a while to understand. That's why nobody laughs to it.
I feel like I feel like Tampa Bay is 5-6 to promote Tom Brady's podcast. What do you think?
He has a podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, Life After Giselle.
There's a front page?
Not on Twitch. Suck it, Tom Brady.
There is a front page on
Suck
Twitch.
it down.
And I know it because we're there every single day.
And he throws to Stevenson, who Stevenson gets wrapped up in the backfield.
3 more.
For a loss.
Get Tony 3 more.
You have the over 2, don't you?
Not on this one. Once it went down to minus 136, I didn't like the price.
In half,
if I had thought yesterday, I would have gotten in on it.
Man, if there was a little bit of blocking there, he had a lot of space.
I agree.
That's how I feel when playing Madden.
On 3rd and 15, yes. He's got Myers over to the left side, but that's not going to get enough. Bringing up 4th down.
Oh my God.
They're punting?
Get a first down, guys.
Why are they punting?
Just get in field goal range.
Belichick has the
I saw Matt Patricia on the sideline when you said that, and in my brain, I'm like, that's why they're not punting. Or that's why they're punting, I should say.
Did Matt Patricia do a sort of thinner, the Stephen King thinner thing with Kevin James? Because I feel that's how that worked.
4th and 7 here for the punt. Still 12 minutes left in the game.
Man. You're going to give the ball back to Buffalo? You haven't stopped them all game.
Well, our defense will handle it. Our quarterback scored a touchdown.
Sorry, what's the alternative?
Top 5 defense in the NFL.
Just go for it. On every play,
the alternative is to go for it on 4th down and just hand it back to Buffalo again.
I Bill Belichick.
No, I agree. You 100% should have gone for it there.
Yes.
That's not how and that's such a non-Bill Belichick move. You know why he punted there? Because he knows Mac Jones can't get it.
Bailey Zappi time.
Right? Just put in Zappi if you don't believe in him. And also, you're probably right not to believe in him.
And if there's any coach in the NFL that could be like, hey, I botched on taking a quarterback in the 1st round and not lose any respectability, it's Bill Belichick.
Right? God, if he had like a league average quarterback, that team would be so much better.
Yeah.
That defense is pretty good. Like, we say that they've been running out, but honestly, the fact that it's only 24 points, Buffalo's a good ass offense, and
their
the
defense is pretty good.
Is putting that defense in a really bad position.
Yeah.
They've had twice as many plays. Like, how can your defense survive that? This has been a battle of attrition that New England's defense is losing. I don't blame them. I blame New England's offense.
Yeah, you got to get points. I mean, if you're not moving the ball, your defense is just playing. If they're on the field for 45 minutes or 40 minutes of the game, like, you're playing at a disadvantage.
I don't get this Richard Sherman commercial. I have it on mute though.
It's on Audible. Did he write a book and then read it?
He wrote a book. Unfortunately, well, no, I'm not going to go there. Nah, I was going to say he wrote it while driving. So, but not not cool. So I didn't go there. Don't let the paper say I went there. Did not go there.
I'm sorry. What are papers?
This thing we had before the fall of the Fourth Empire.
Oh my goodness!
Use them to roll cannabis with.
And now we get back to eugenics chat. What were we talking about before the show?
The Gilded Age.
Thanks again, Death by Stacey. This beer is awesome.
We had a nice eugenics conversation.
Actually, it wasn't eugenics; it was the Gilded Age, and oh no, that is eugenics. Sorry.
I was going to argue you can't have one without the other.
It is America.
It's like the famous theme song from Married with Children.
That's true.
That's it.
Politics and
First and 10 from the 12-yard line. Singletary will get it, and he will make a couple yards of progress.
That's a pretty dope pun by Tony that got buried there, but we'll save it for the show.
Thank you.
Papers.
And Buffalo proceeds to be boring as shit because New England gave them the opportunity to do so.
Your papers? I only got a pipe.
I love. You ever play the game Papers, Please? Papers, Please?
No, I don't know that.
Oh God, it's amazing.
Second down.
Procedural game where you're a passport inspector at an Eastern European country during the Cold War, and you have to inspect people and make sure they're authorized to come through. And it's really boring. We're like, oh wait, you have a fake name, you're rejected. Oh wait, you have a fake birth date for your appearance. Oh wait, you have a fake name. Oh damn, you just pull out a machine gun, you're shooting people. I'm gonna reach in my booth, pull out a gun, and shoot you. Okay, back to my job. Okay, oh yeah, your paper checks out. Oh, I'm sorry. Your gender doesn't match. I gotta find this. Your gender doesn't match your passport. Like it's hilarious.
I don't think it's the fastest one we've had now.
It's 9:42 over here. This is going pretty quickly, honestly.
There's still 10 minutes to go on the fourth.
I guess.
Papers.
More Diggs.
Wow. It's like, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to do a quick slam to Diggs.
Why not? Why not?
I'm going to Diggs. Can you Diggs it?
Old school RPO right there.
Yes, you can.
I love it.
Yes, you can. I got your reference, bro.
I love me some Stephon Diggs.
Matt Patricia, what a douche.
What an awful. Like, it amazes me that a multi-billion-dollar corporation doesn't do a basic police background check. Like, how incompetent is that before making a hire that you
Singletary to the left side? He's got room.
Going to just like zero in on.
He might have gotten them a first down there.
Great block by Diggs.
That was such a good run. Good blocking. Just New England has no answers. They're not the same class.
Matt Patricia.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll counter your Josh Allen with a Matt Patricia-led offense.
And we'll throw down the second down.
Here we go.
I do find it fascinating. The only thing Belichick ex-coaches pick up from Bill Belichick is how to alienate a locker room.
Yes.
Like, It's insane to me. Oh, he didn't get it. Oh, look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Nice play.
Oh my
he just
goodness.
blew that up. God, there's nothing I enjoy more than an interior defensive lineman just blowing up a play. Just destroying it before it can even begin.
If New England wants to pretend like they still have a chance in this game, they got to make a stop right here.
Yeah. He was unblocked. What were you doing there? Someone just blew their assignments.
Idiot.
Stupid.
I could have made that block for sure.
I would have made that block.
3rd and 3. He was waiting for him to turn around. And they did not make that either.
Wow. What a stop.
Field goal, so I'm okay
that
with it.
pump fake was weird.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
but honestly, I was kind of rooting for a stop here. I need me a Nick Folk field goal.
I'd love one of those. Long one.
Although I don't even think I can hit my Nick Folk prop at this point. Unless they tie this game. Which, let's be honest, if we're watching the same game, isn't happening.
No, they're not tying this game. They need like a defensive score or a special team score to even have a chance to do something like that.
I'll tell you, but I'm telling you that 30-yard Josh Allen run for a touchdown is coming. Next drive.
Well, let me get these Ramondre catches here. Just dump it off to him 5 times this drive.
Dump it off to him until he gets in field goal range or scores a touchdown. I'm cool with whatever.
I'm in a must-win in my big money league tonight, and Ramondre and Nick Folk I have going. So
do you see this commercial? Is that a roller coaster on a cruise ship?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Just
the hubris of man.
Kill yourself at that point, right?
The hubris of man.
That's just like, how can I?
You have to have something to do while you're sailing to the next port. You have to have something to do while you're sailing to the next port.
More offensive is Burger King's.
And by the next port, you mean the River Styx, right?
more offensive.
I don't know what cruise you're on, but hey.
I mean, if it's a cruise with a roller coaster on a cruise ship, then the captain is Sharon, and I am going straight to Hades.
Her name is Karen. Pronounce it correctly.
There's an H in it, so it's Sharon.
No, that's actually the name. The name Karen came actually from Sharon.
I'm just gonna assume you're wrong.
No, I looked it up. It's a fun reference if you're into name linguistics. If you're like, oh yeah, Karen, she's escorting me to the hell.
I think my favorite nickname lately.
Time, it definitely checks out. And time is a circle, so I'm going to say, Evan, you're right.
Thank you. Can we talk about Burger King taking a piece of chicken, putting mozzarella on top of it, and then putting the sauce on top of the mozzarella?
Only if we can talk about Amazon thinking like a good holiday commercial is a man shredding documents.
True. Very true.
Right? If that wasn't written by a white capitalist, I don't know what was.
Oh, look, I made paper. Look, it's like Enron. Yeah. You remember Enron made a Winter Wonderland? That was so cool.
Just so you know, that was the pensions of 1 million people. They don't get to retire now.
Yep. Very true. What is this about 2-1 teams?
Well, sometimes I talk and then I listen. I remember what I just said for the last 10 minutes, and I'm like, how am I this dumb?
Sometimes I was walking through this
right out of my mouth. 1st and 10 here.
I was walking down the street.
I don't actually think before I talk. I just say whatever the hell I think sounds interesting.
Me too. I was walking down the street drinking a beer, and somebody said to me, "Hey, that's a native Washingtonian right there." And I was wearing flip-flops and shorts, and it's 2 inches of snow, and drinking a beer.
You were trucking.
And I turned to him, I go, "Oh, I'm actually from California. I'm just stupid. So yeah, I get it.
I love it. I love it.
1st and 10 here.
And this
As
is why
they attempt to put anything else on the board. He's in trouble, and he throws to Stevenson, who tries to pull it in, then spins away, and he will still begin the lateral and not get too much forward.
You know what he did get? Tony, 2 more catches closer to his payday.
True.
Well, 1 more. He only caught 1 catch.
That's his 3rd, I thought.
I thought they counted as 2 catches.
Let's look real quick.
There's 1 catch. That's 2 catches right there. That's 2 catches. Give him 2 PPR.
Oh, going long. He's got a man, but he doesn't. He overthrew him.
There's Thornton. Yeah.
Yeah, that was his 3rd catch.
Okay, so 2 more. It's not a 2 more.
I've been paying. Yeah,
it's not a 2 more.
You got it.
It's not a 2 more.
I want you to make money.
It's not a 2 more.
This is a team
Damn
effort.
It's
Teamwork
not.
makes the dream work.
It sure does.
Let's get a Ramondre. Good 30, 40-yard gain here.
I'm going to suggest something to Mac Jones. Maybe not do plays at 3 yards a chunk when you're down by 17 points.
Don't try to change him.
Don't try to.
That's on me.
He's got Stevenson. He's around the right side. He's got the 1st down.
That's my man, Ramondre.
Yeah, I think they're going to keep the clock rolling, though.
Yeah, but you know what? He got the 1st down. I'm going to throw something out there. Get Ramondre.
Pit Fighter 2, welcome to the chat with your fat boo. We love your uniforms, though. We do love the uniforms.
Death by Snooze New, thank you. I enjoy the hell out of you. Hassan! We are hanging out tomorrow. I know you're in town.
Wow, this crazy running around in the backfield. And does he? Oh, he dropped it.
You got to catch that.
Oh, my God.
Mac Jones is
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Drop passes like that. You have to be perfect because Mac Jones is not.
Bad. You got to be really good to overcome a Matt Patricia play calling offense.
True. That's true.
Man, Ramondre is gassed.
Well, here it is, 2nd down.
2nd down.
Just under 6 minutes. He's looking. He's got a man to his left. Stevenson.
There we go.
He's got Tony paid. That's what he's got.
He's going to come up short.
That's 5 catches, though.
It's 5 catches. That's all that counts.
They are working some clock.
I wish I'd made the bet, but I didn't like the minus 136. Those odds went down so hard in the last 12 hours. I should have made the bet yesterday. That's on me.
I guess somebody hasn't told the Buffalo defense that it's garbage time.
It's only garbage time. Devontae Parker
gets shoved out.
Man, if you had made those plays throughout your career, we might not be talking about you as a bust.
They did tell them, but there's no harder working man than a Buffalo garbage man in the winter. So they think that means it's time to work hard.
It reminds me of a touchdown. You know what? 2 touchdowns, they're right back in this game. Let's make this a game. Come on, guys. Ramondre's right
5
there.
5 minutes left in the game. If Stevenson catches that,
give him
he'll
a
get dropped
chance
down
to make
about the
a play.
28-yard line.
He should have thrown that ball a second earlier, and Ramondre can make a cut. You got to get it there quicker.
Yep.
Look at this. Oh, my God.
Yeah, he had a ton of space. Ton of space.
2nd down and 6.
God, Mac Jones is so bad.
Stevenson does not pull it in.
I mean, it's hard to catch it when it's like 6 inches off the ground.
His receiving yardage line is 36.5, which I also took, and he's at 32.
Well, lucky for you, he'll probably get there.
3rd and 6.
Oh, yeah. A couple Millionaire Challenge winners on that Ramondre catch.
Yeah.
Timeout Buffalo, true. That's good. Buy Ramondre some time to breathe.
Millionaire Challenge. Join our Discord. It's a game we play where we can see who can be the best at gambling.
You don't even need to live in a gambling state.
Yeah. It's not for real money, because if you played the Millionaire Challenge for real money, the one lesson we have learned. So here's the game, the Millionaire Challenge. What we do is you make a bet. If you're right, you have to double down. You have to keep doubling down. And the reason we call it the Millionaire Challenge is because if you get 16 bets in a row, you're a millionaire. Off of a $10 bet. The thing with that is you would be insane not to cash out early because it is hard to win 3 bets in a row because Vegas kind of knows how to make odds. They're not idiots.
Right.
But it's a fun game to
make
play.
A living on it.
Yeah.
But it's a living.
I will be making a living off of it soon myself. We have been getting really good at breaking this down.
You know, I will say Ramondre is like a touchdown away from turning in an excellent game for fantasy purposes.
I mean, he's only
a few losses away from a new wife.
That's a good point.
What did you say there, Tony? Eric, what did you say?
Only a few losses away from a new wife.
Oh, no. I'm less than a few losses away. Less.
He's living on the edge.
Yeah, this is very dangerous. No, he's already in double digits, though.
Are we in Bon Jovi song titles or something now?
Listen, it's my life. And if I want to do Bon Jovi songs, I'll do it. Because I'm a cowboy. Yeah, Ryan has been mayor of Gambletown for 9 of 12 weeks.
Has he, though? Has he been? Because I believe there is an emperor who is overthrown. The tyrannical reign. 5 weeks in a row, Ryan ruled with a bloodthirst. But there's a new champion
Of Gambletown.
Running Gambletown now. A hero, some call him. And he will always thank you for loving me.
This is why we say best superhero we know, Evan Hoovler, also Waleed.
What?
Seriously, I don't know what I'm like. I talk, but there is no filter between my brain and my mouth. It's just like verbal diarrhea.
3rd and 6 here. Let's see if they can diarrhea their way into the end zone to get some points on the board.
Rondre's getting a touchdown here.
Is he?
Well,
Mac Jones would have to get rid of the ball first.
Oh,
Mac Jones is going to run, and he's going to start sliding before
are you kidding me?
You're
going to slide before you get the first down?
And hurt himself.
What's the point of running? Why are you doing that?
You tore your knee pad. Your mom's going to have to sew that up.
Well, 4th and 1 here.
Yeah, well, Zach Wilson's going to meet his mom after that.
Wow.
Yeah, I said
He's got time on his hands, so.
Yes, he does. You know what? You are lucky with that garbage throw that was really high that Tyquan Thornton might actually be a good receiver drafted by the New England Patriots.
It's true.
Although Jacoby Myers will always be my boy. Like,
he was undrafted, though. Good.
What?
He was a UDFA. He was.
I know he was.
Okay. There we go. Oh my God!
Oh!
And you just throw a catchable ball. That's your job as an NFL quarterback. Yeah, I wanted a reminder touchdown. Oh, it doesn't matter because you're holding anyway.
Good God!
Good luck, man.
You know what? Maybe I'll get a field goal at least. Doesn't matter because I still need like 2 more points.
Yeah, that's holding.
To be fair, I don't hate those holds because don't kill your quarterback.
I don't know, man.
No, there's good penalties and bad penalties. But honestly, actually, maybe getting him hit will help.
Oh, he let that one go.
That's a drop.
Looked like he had it.
That was not an easy catch.
It's the NFL, not necessarily any of them are easy. But
look, I know Tony and I would have made that catch.
Eric, would you?
That guy's not as good as we are.
I 100% would have made that catch. No, I was kidding.
Okay.
Your beard would have made that catch.
That's right. Just like Cthulhu, the tentacles just reach out and grab the ball. 2nd down and 20. And they dish it over to the right.
Yeah.
And they get a couple yards and just
I always find that fascinating that the NFL's offensive coordinators are always like, all right, if second down and 20, wide receiver screen, they won't see it coming. And every defensive coordinator knows these guys are just going to do a wide receiver screen. Just trust your quarterback to do something.
3rd and 14 across the middle. He's got his man. He held on to it.
Jacoby. Oh, he did not hold on to it.
He did not.
That is defenseless receiver, 100%.
They're
going to get a touchdown here. And it might be a Ramondre one.
You got to take him out.
You got to keep him medicated.
That was brutal.
That was unbelievable. Yeah, you just.
Wow. You kind of want to give it to him on that one, huh?
I mean, like you got to give him a step, technically.
Yeah, they called it.
Yeah,
I didn't think they were going to call it for a minute. They started discussing it. I was wondering.
Well, because I think they were discussing whether it was the helmet.
It was the shoulder, not the helmet.
Yeah,
but he also wasn't going for the ball.
It doesn't matter. You can't just take a guy as he's catching the ball.
You got to go for the ball. Lower your shoulder to the ball, and you can make that incomplete pass real easy.
It's a defenseless receiver for sure.
That's what it is. It's a good call. Man, he's been getting hit hard the last 2 games.
Yeah, you got to take him out. Good God.
Yeah, at this point, it doesn't matter. I love you, Jacoby. Thank you for trying.
Yeah.
Got more suits than Jacoby and Myers.
Thanks for swinging by. Grab a grab bag.
It was in the end zone. Why is it not the 1 yard line?
Because it was an incomplete pass and then an unnecessary roughness.
Very true.
I feel like the unnecessary.
So it wasn't pass interference. It wasn't pass
what
interference.
Was that
so
it was
oh my
God!
Roughness, but it happened in it wasn't pass interference. I see what you're saying. My brain is broken.
Yeah, what is New England trying to do right now? I don't understand.
I mean, they scored a touchdown.
Let's throw it to a random guy in the sidelines. Bill Belichick's asking that same question. What? Why is the back of my head so itchy?
I'm going to throw something out here, guys. A little controversial. Maybe give the ball to Ramondre Stevenson, who's clearly your best player.
I'm with Pit Fighter too. Run it down the middle, man. Get some stats. Get out of here with a decent score. What's going on, man?
You know what? Or just get Nick Folk a field goal.
What was this? What are they even doing?
Awful.
This is like the Keystone Cops of football, man. And Bill Belichick's got to watch it. And that makes me feel good.
It's almost like Buffalo is the superior football team, and it's clearly evident.
It's almost as like Bill Belichick is going to punch Matt Patricia in the mouth after this.
They do not have the talent to hold up, to match up with Buffalo's defense. They don't. Oh wow, he got away.
Dawson Knox had a 0 on this game right now. What are you doing? Just kneel. Just kneel, you loser. Oh my God.
He was throwing you there.
What is going on? Oh my God.
2-minute warning, I guess.
Oh my God.
God.
What is going on right now?
I've seen from the past in quite some time.
Throw it to the other team.
Again, to echo Pit Fighter, just run it up the middle.
Restroom break. I'll be back.
Oh my God, Mac Jones is so bad at football.
You're not going to come back down from 17 with 5 seconds left or whatever. What the hell?
I don't even mind the money I've lost on this game. It's been so
I feel like
that was awesome.
I feel like leadership is calling plays and someone's going, nah, I'm playing Madden. Let's just do some stuff, man. It'll be cool.
Funny. That was so funny.
So cool. Yeah, this worked.
Oh my God, I am in tears. I laughed so hard.
Instead of losing 24-7, we could lose 24-14. It'd be so good.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
That was wonderful.
It's bizarre.
Oh, good God, that was so funny.
All you soccer fans watching, because there's a lot. This is the advantage of American football over soccer. Soccer, you can still just keep kicking it down the field, kicking it around when you're down 4-0, and it's not completely hilarious. But in football, when you dead, keep
It
running
is very
around
awesome,
with guys
hilarious.
flying your head at 80 miles an hour. Nah, that ain't
That
it.
was exceptionally hilarious.
It's
though.
so hilarious.
Oh my god, I loved everything about that.
It's so good.
Everything about that.
So good.
That was awesome.
It was so good.
Why did that girl pull the lever from free delivery to nearby? Why wouldn't you want free delivery, girl? I don't get
They're
it.
more concerned about nearby.
I don't get it.
So what are we doing? Kick a field goal here?
Josh Allen in, are they?
No, they're not going to kick field goal. They're going to have Mac Jones run back, bootleg left, bootleg right, bootleg left again for some fucking reason, and then throw the ball to no one in the middle of nowhere. Have you not seen this?
Did you end up starting Nick Folk today?
I started Dawson Knox for whole 0.00 points.
No, I'm talking to Tony. Sorry.
I started Nick Folk for a whole zero. I don't know how to do Tony.
I did, yeah. 0 points,
guys.
baby.
Hopefully they just go for field goal there. Oh, they are.
Gonna kick. Let's go.
Because you still
Come
need
on.
that field goal.
Come on,
I'll
baby.
take it.
Oh, okay. Now I'm rooting for everything because I want Tony to get some points here. Come on, you got this.
Just get the field goal. We robbed us of that last one.
Put him on the freaking board, for God's sakes.
There we go.
All right, great job. Why didn't you kick this field goal on first down? Is my follow-up question. Because nobody cares in this stupid game.
We get some onside kick action here.
You know what I want to see right now? I want to see Josh Allen just fucking around and run a 40-yard touchdown. And then I just make a whole bunch of money.
So, Wally, do you use the F-bomb? Just
I'm in.
offended the 30 viewers watching. Can you not do that for fuck's sake?
Demonetized.
Oh,
demonetized.
Did I drop an F-bomb? I'm sorry.
Yes, you fucking did.
Sorry.
I'm allowed to, though.
I mean, what the fuck?
Fuck.
Shit. Fucking shit.
And that's what we're...
I realized every time before this that I dropped an F-bomb, and I know I've slipped up a lot today, but I do not remember dropping an F-bomb there.
To be fair, I think actually the no F-bomb mature content only applied to the quid pro quo we had with Twitch like 4 weeks ago. And we can front page. And we front paged for 3 straight weeks without that, and we've been dropping bombs, so I think it's fine.
Yeah, we're probably okay.
Well, I mean, tell us, like, Twitch, it's not my fault. Like, sorry, American fans get passionate about football, you know.
Guys, can I make a bet here? I'm going to bet that the Buffalo Bills defense will be in nickel.
Yep. I'm going to bet they're going to have at least 3 people back. Some sort of maybe, you know, man coach. I'll imagine they'll have less than 6 people rushing.
Oh, good God. Tony, I may have been wrong about you hitting your Josh Allen over. I'm not fully convinced yet, but it is a possibility.
All right, big onside kick here. I need this.
Yeah, I agree.
Spirit of Thursday.
Come on, get this onside kick. I believe in you, Nick Folk.
Damn it!
That's not
this
gonna
is
happen.
what I get for
Gabe
believing
Davis
in
will
you,
scoop
Nick
it up.
Folk. Why do you always betray me? Man, Nick Folk, this is the second time this year that Nick Folk has really let us down.
You know,
that one tournament, if he had made those field goals, we would have cashed a lot better. I'm
The
sorry to say
wind.
Nick Folk
The
is
wind.
not Nick Folk from last year.
Buffalo has taken the Foxborough. Well, I'm done with this joke. I've butchered it already. Non-linear time. Vote for it. Hold on. What's going on?
Damn.
Oh, they hold Josh Allen for -1 yards. Great job. Well,
New England's just not calling a timeout. They're just conceding.
All right. We're wrapping this down. I'd like to say thank you to all you Moroccan soccer fans.
Thursday night game we've had.
Who also like literature. So
yeah. Thanks to everybody who's hanging out, bought or otherwise. We appreciate it.
You guys are fantastic. I want to point out, if you guys can, if you have your Amazon Prime, give us just Bezos money. Give us a subscription. It helps us create content, and we have a lot of content here. If you're a fantasy football, regular football fan, obviously our big regular football thing is the Thursday night Farceball. We also have on Saturdays DFS for Cheapskates and going to Gambletown, Gamblevania, whatever you want to call it. But our Saturday show is Tony Martin is on the show with me, myself, and Ryan Edgecombe. And we go through all the NFL football lineups, go through money lines, the best bets of the week. And then after that, we have our DFS show. On Sundays, Jeff Crisco, Football Absurdity co-founder, along with our super producer, Evan Hoovler, do our sit-start show to help you once the inactive report comes, 10:30 Central Standard Time. I should also point out for the gambling show. That's at noon.
A small correction to what Orly said. We no longer do any of that. We are now only a Moroccan soccer stream. So if you like Morocco,
you should rate somebody.
Soccer,
I love that Evan cut me off right now to make a joke and also sabotage his own products.
We should also rate somebody, perhaps.
Moroccan soccer.
Like, Evan, we should actually be promoting our content. And don't get me wrong, I 100% love that you did that.
Our content is now Moroccan soccer. Or like as I like to call it, Morocco.
Football absurdity.
Morocco.
Okay? Not football absurdity.
Yeah.
Football absurdity.
We're just going.
Good night, Morocco.
Good night, Morocco. Good night, everybody.
It'll be cricket.
See you guys later.
We also have our waiver wire show for fantasy football on Tuesday and Thursday.
All right, Tony, you got any final words?
Yeah. We love you all. Thank you for joining us, guys.
Love you. Thank you for sticking around, friends.